I'm finally starting to feel a little bit better. I'm not back yet, but I'm starting to feel a little bit better. I was getting pretty bad off like last night after the show. It was rough, but I'm starting to feel a little better. No, not beat off. Offbeat, I think, was the phrase we were looking for. Offbeat. Beat off is something I do no matter how I feel. The old potato.
What you think about?
Yeah, they changed my medication around, and I didn't have to go through another visit. The doctor's actually pretty sympathetic. I'll tell you all about it in just a second. Share the link out. There's cheese balls in today. Should be by later. She just came and picked up Ollie. So Ollie come over to me with a fake pistol today and said, "Dad, listen to this meme. You know the rules, and so do I. So now it's time to say goodbye." And then acted like he shot me with a pistol. I don't know what that is.
Listen up now.
It's like a little toy. It's not even a Nerf gun. It's just like it clicks, right? You pull the hammer back and it clicks. That's all it does. Then he said, "Now you do it to me. You do it to me." Yeah, Ollie's pretty awesome. I know a couple activities that'll keep your hands busy. At least one of them busy. Let's kill this music. That should be it for the music. I'll put it there and pause it. Set it back up for the outro. Here we go.
Hey everybody, it's Kim Cookhold here. Listen up, you guys are really mad at me because of my last broadcast. I disclosed a God dream where we were all instructed by God to subscribe to Cold Beer Confessional channel on Rumble and BitChute and Twitch and YouTube. Listen, it's not my fault. I have to disclose what I'm told by God. So don't get mad at me. If you want to do something about that, the best thing you can do is go into the comments section on his YouTube channel. Just imagine these guys are you guys going into the Will Bird's comments section and saying things like, "Your channel is trash, your sunglasses look ridiculous, you're not a real patriot, or, your wife can do better," just anything like that. And for those of you saying that,
your wife
actually,
can do
that
better,
will help this channel because it will bring more engagement and it'll help the algorithms, I've already run this past Uncle Teshy. Uncle Teshy knows about algorithms, okay? There is nothing Nikola Tesla is more expert at than YouTube algorithms. And if he says it won't affect it, then it won't affect it. So I strongly suggest that you guys get into the comments section and call this guy an asshole.
That's right. Call this guy an asshole. Welcome everybody. I am Will Bard, and this is the Cold Beer Confessional. Thank you for joining us. Thanks for coming out tonight and hanging out with me. I'm starting to feel a little bit better. I went back to the urgent care, and rather than making me do like a whole ass visit and shit again and check in, there was people there or whatever. The receptionist, I just kind of explained to her what was happening with. It was actually starting to spread. So it started in the bends of my arms, and then my ankles. And then before I know it, it was all the way up to like basically from my knees down, hives, like, and it was all of my forearms, even like up here and up here when it started like way down here. But it was up here now and starting to get on the back of my arms, starting to get on the inside of my legs. So it had moved around quite a bit and was spreading. So Mariah was afraid that my throat was going to swell closed in the middle of my sleep or whatever. I think I probably could have kept taking them. It probably would have been fine. The doctor actually said it's super common. It's called mox rash, like if you get amoxicillin. But until I get tested, I'm supposed to tell doctors and hospitals that I'm allergic to penicillin, I guess. So they switched me on to some other fucking, hold on. Cefdinir, 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 twice a day, once in the morning, once in the evening. And then also gave me, what's equivalent to like a Z-Pack. It's, prednisone, 2 tablets a day for 5 days. And already I feel a little bit better. The Benadryl, he told me to keep taking the Benadryl, but it makes me drowsy, just like one of them. A day makes me drowsy. I've never in my life been allergic to amoxicillin, penicillin, anything. But apparently now I am. I didn't know. Apparently it's pretty common to develop allergies later on in life, but it's the first time I'd had a run-in with it. So either way, he just brought me back, and I told him my story and told him that my, I don't know if I told you guys this, but my ear infection actually went over to the other ear. Like this ear's almost better, but now it's in this ear. Like it started hurting last night. And started acting up. And today it was swollen. And he said it's very uncommon for like an ear infection to go from one ear to the other. But the original doctor I told I had a sore throat before I had the ear infection. Remember, guys, I lost my voice for like a week. Yeah, I know it's a steroid. It's like a Z-Pack. But anyways, he said that the sore throat could have actually caused it. It could have been some version of strep, maybe not a horrible strep because it wasn't that bad. It didn't. Strep throat's usually pretty bad. Maybe not like a horrible strep, but a slight strep, and then that could have infected both of my ears at different rates. This one could have built up and had the symptoms quicker, and this one could have built up slowly and whatever. So he said it's rare for an ear infection to go from one ear to the other, but if it's a throat thing where they're all connected, that's usually more common. So we'll see. Either way, I got new antibiotics. He said discontinue the other antibiotics. When I went to pick them up at the pharmacy, though, they basically asked me if I was doing a straw purchase, which is like where you go in and purchase something. But first of all, mine's free because it's covered from the VA. So basically, like let's say somebody couldn't afford their antibiotics, I could go to a doctor and feign an injury to get the antibiotics and then give it to them, and they wouldn't have to pay for them. So like when she was giving me my prescription, she's like, "Oh wait, he wants to talk to you." And then the pharmacist come forward and she's like, "Antibiotics, are they for you?" And I'm like, "Yeah, they're for me." It's like, "I see you already got some antibiotics." And I was like, "Yeah." And before I was going to say anything, he's like, "Something wrong with those?" And I was like, "Yeah, I'm allergic to them." And he's like, "Allergic? Got any? Do you got any signs or symptoms? Proof?" And I was like, "Yeah, dude. Look, I'm broke out in hives. My legs are worse. I'm not showing you my fucking legs, but yeah, I got hives." He's like, "Oh, as long as they're for you, guy." And I'm like, "What the fuck is this? This is shakedown. What the fuck is this?" I don't know who he thought I'd. Like, if I was going to traffic drugs, the last one I would be trafficking would be antibiotics. But I do know that there are people that are involved in like crazy like militias and shit, that doomsday preppers that'll fake injuries or doctor shop and try to stock up on antibiotics and shit and like put them in their doomsday bunkers. I've seen people do it, and I've heard doctors tell stories about people doing it, like all because they're afraid. Antibiotics could be a big thing if it's like an apocalyptic event, and you're out fighting zombies or a nuclear. Antibiotics could be huge, so people try to feign injuries and stuff. But I don't know if I look. Some guy told me I look like a terrorist the other day in one of the Derek Johnson comments. He said there's no way that Gitmo is still having trials for 9/11 terrorists and that I look like I should be one of them. Maybe that's why I got flagged. Yeah, who knows? It's pretty rough. My dad, I took care of his foot wound today. It don't look great. He was still holding some moisture. I was able to trim some more stuff back, cover it in betadine. If it's not dried out tomorrow, I think I'm going to force him to step it up to either the ER or force wound care to see him under some type of conditions. But hopefully tomorrow when I unwrap it, it'll be dry. It was actually pretty damp. So what I did was split like the skin where it was building up those blisters, but where I was too nervous to like trim it back, it split and it drained in the middle, but both sides kind of held water on his skin. So it made it, if you don't, I'm assuming this is with all people, but it's worse with diabetics. If they get moisture trapped on the wound, if you can't wick that moisture away, it basically just like, what's it called, macerates the skin, and the skin just separates, and then that's dead tissue that'll never reattach again. So if Dad isn't better by tomorrow, then we're going to step it up and go somewhere. I've been meeting him every day at lunch to change his bandage. So if tomorrow something's not changed, we're going to go to the ER. We're going to do something because I don't want to risk him losing his foot while I'm making decisions by myself and the wound care won't see him or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want that on my conscience. So we'll see what happens. It didn't build up pressure and it didn't spread. So I've been outlining it with a Sharpie. I don't think Dad knows that, but I've been outlining it with a Sharpie, and it's not getting any bigger. At least that's what we were taught, like when in the military, we take care of wounds. So it's not spreading. It doesn't seem to get any bigger. So it was at first, but it's not now. So hopefully there. If you guys saw the intro video, that's Intel Lady. Intel Lady, one of the friends of the show. First of all, before we start the show, if you want to support the show, the best thing you can do is go to coldbeer.fund, 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 where you can use DonoClip. Send an audio or video message. You can also use Buy Me a Coffee. A lot of people like it. We usually get a Buy Me a Coffee or two donation a night. Join our Patreon for extra content. Now that I'm back on the mend, there'll be a bunch of Patreon content coming out. And this skull logo is just another way you can donate and have it pop up. I also have, well, I'm not on YouTube tonight, but I have Super Chats on YouTube. We have Rumble Rants on Rumble. We have, what else do we have? Oh, I need to test the Rumble chat. If there's somebody, can one of the mods send a text? I will. I got it. Anyways, you can also donate Twitch bits. You know, we have animations and stuff. Oh, I see Joward there. We have different animations and stuff, 500, 600, 700, 1,000 bits.
David 2023 just gifted 1 subs.
Thank you very much for the gifted sub. I appreciate that. David L. 2023 with a gifted sub. I appreciate it. We have a charity stream coming up on the 8th. That's for Hope for the Day. Hope for the Day is a charity that is deals with suicide awareness and prevention through counseling, through positive outlets. Uh-oh, there's a bit donation.
You sure about that?
You sure about that?
You sure about that?
Sure about that? Are you sure about that?
About that?
I doubt it.
You sure about that?
I'm pretty sure about it. Thank you guys for the donations. Thank you, Bucka. Thank you for the gifted sub. That was from David L. Intel Lady. That's what I was talking about. Intel Lady over on YouTube, friend of the show. She's put out some content. I want everybody to go. I'm going to drop her link down in the chat. I want everybody to go and please pull up one of her videos, throw a like or a comment on it, watch it, something, do something. There's a link there. We're going to watch some of her content. It's pretty funny content. She does a lot of satire. She does a lot of different skits with the grifters, as the grifters, as European figures and politicians. She does a pretty good job. So here's the most recent one she did, which was a Goldbusters parody. Goldbusters is what like Charlie Ward sells. Goldbusters is kind of like 7K or something like that. It's Goldbusters. So everybody go and please like or comment or do something on one of her videos to show her that we're still here. We still support her. She's always been a supporter of the show. I'd greatly appreciate it if you take the time to do that. Either now, you can go right now, or you can do it after the show. But I'm gonna watch a couple of her videos. Uh-oh. Look at it attacking. Hold on. I love the under attack animation at the beginning. That is very funny. All right, here we go. Back to it. She does do live streams as well. So not only does she do live streams, she does live streams as the grifters, and you can request which grifter you want her to be. Uh-oh.
I'm a little bit drunk, I'm a little bit drunk, 'cause I'm drinking. I'm a little bit drunk, 'cause I'm drinking.
Thank you very much for the donation. I appreciate that. I don't know who that woman on the boat is. By the way, I appreciate people that watch my videos. We've talked before about how the stream's kind of like tough love, and sometimes I probably offend you in some way. I would rather you just shake it off and come back. But if that's not your style, this probably isn't the place for you. But somebody the other day in the comments was like, "I appreciate your work, but I can't stand that sound that goes off when you get a donation. I'm never watching again." And I'm thinking, man, like, this is the first time I've ever seen you in my comments. I appreciate you watching. But if I've got people that are willing to give me $4, $5, $6 just randomly, multiple times a night or multiple times a week, and they enjoy the recognition, and maybe you don't like the sound, but what do you expect me to do? Turn off all donations and all animations and get less because you're upset that you don't like? I don't get it. I don't get that. But whatever. Anyways, we're keeping the donation animations. Yeah, go check out Intel Lady. Here we go. Back to the Gold Busters.
Incoming dono clip.
Oh, hell. Oh, what I was saying is on her live stream, she lets you request the character that she plays. So she plays all these grifter characters, and she just slightly changes their names a little bit. But yeah, it is, you can request it by putting in all caps or making a donation or whatever, and she'll play the different characters and engage with the chat live. That was a donation clip from Phil's Mouth Noises. Phil's Mouth Noises coming in strong there with that dono clip. Thank you very much. Oh, no.
What are some of your favorite movies, favorite performances, favorite screenplays, directors, favorite soundtracks by composers, all that sort of thing?
Some of my favorite movies. Oh, man. I don't even know. I used to tell people my all-time favorite movie was the Gladiator with Russell Crowe, where like he goes from like leading the armies under the general to where he's like where he goes all the way back to like being a slave and traded, and his wife and kid get killed, and he fights his way all the way up to like face the son who killed the emperor before. Like, it's a really good movie. I don't know about soundtracks. I don't watch a whole lot of movies. Like I said, I like The Gladiator. Oh man, I'm trying to think. I have more favorite movies. I just can't put on the spot now. I like the movie Blow. Have you ever seen the movie Blow, with the cocaine movie? That's a pretty cool movie. I think it's from like early 2000s movies. I don't know. I have to get back to you on that. And now, as far as like soundtracks, I'm not real big on like soundtracks where I'm like, oh man, I love it. I know what a good soundtrack to a movie is. I know what a bad soundtrack to a movie is. But I don't think I'm real big into like, oh, this is the best soundtrack of like 2020 or whatever. Like, I don't pay that much attention. I don't know. Music that I listen to. If I listen to music, most of the time I listen to YouTube videos, but every once in a while I do get on a kick, and I can still log into my Pandora account. And basically all the music that I listen to is music that was popular in my area, which is usually a couple years behind everywhere else from like when I graduated high school. So I'll always look for like music from 2007. Uh-oh, Bargy with 100 bits. Thank you very much. I look for music from like 2007, but I usually have to change that to like 2009, 2010. Because I grew up in such a small town, music that was popular in 2007 was, I'm sorry, I used to have to change that back to like 2005 or whatever. Music that was popular here in 2007 was actually a couple years old in like big cities and places that were like on the bleeding edge or whatever. So most of my music's from like 2005, 2007 maybe. That's most of the music I listen to. He played Pornhub for 100 bits. Thank you very much. That's the old Cornhub there. But yeah, Gladiator, Blow. I'm sure there's more that I just can't think of. I'm a big fan of a lot of military movies. They're pretty good. I just watched a movie the other day called The Covenant. It's a brand new military movie. It was all right. It was about this guy who basically only survives combat in Afghanistan because of his interpreter, and then gets sent home, almost dies, gets sent home, and then he goes on this long journey to try to get his interpreter and his family safe in the U.S. That was a pretty cool movie. Yeah, I had to put together a list maybe. But yeah, all the music I like is music from when I was in high school, because that was when I listened to music like crazy. That's where music like meant something to me. It wasn't just listening on the internet. It was like when music meant something, like it meant hanging out with my friends, or it meant partying, or it meant going to a football game, or whatever we might listen to at the time. It was just different. Anyways, here we go. Well, I can tell by the fact that you think it's been 25 years since 2007. We're not on even playing fields here, Nick Messenbrang. Fucking douchebag. That hidden valuables. That Goldie Gold will look after your investment for you. You don't have to keep it in your safe. You don't have to worry about it. Goldie Gold will take care of it for you guys. So be aware. Goldie Gold has you covered. Oh, you guys can't even hear it. I'm an idiot. How did I mute it? You guys are idiots.
Financial system.
Or I'm an idiot. You guys are right.
The cracks are beginning to
I told you
show.
I'm out of it.
Your family, your kids' lives are probably in great danger. Like you could end up going to the bank to withdraw some money because times are tough, and your bank manager could tell you to get stuffed and slam the door in your face. This is entirely possible. My mate Fraudy told me, so it's probably true. But now is the time to invest in something that you can't see, that you can't shove in a safe in your own home, but you can just trust that me,
The hidden
Ads
valuables.
at Goldie Gold, can totally look after for you. So why don't you invest in something that appears to be gold? Do not delay. Don't be at the back of the line. Act now and protect your family today from having a door slammed in your face by a bank manager. Contact me, Ads, at Goldie Gold right now.
There you go. Goldie Gold. Get it now while you still can. It's savings that you can't touch or feel, but someone else will take care of you on it for sure. Yeah, she did a pretty good job she does a pretty good job with all these videos. This is the Great British Bird here. Yeah, she's very funny, very talented. I mean, she's more talented than I am, for sure. The Great British Turd.
Hello, it's the Great British Turd here. Now, I know you're not used to seeing me do that many videos these days. I tend to stick to the grams now. The Instagram and Telegram is where I talk to my followers, because I can't trust the other black hat-led platforms anymore. They can't be trusted, and there's a lot of bad actors there, so I won't have nothing to do. It's nothing to do with being thrown off every time I go on YouTube or nothing like that. It's nothing to do with that. It's nothing to do with people like making parodies of me or anything like that. My ego is fully intact, okay? So it's nothing to do with that. I'm just being more of a humanitarian these days, and talking to people on Telegram and Instagram is the way to do it. So I had to pull over my car because I was just...
This is the one, the actual Great British Bird is the one who came after M. Me as well, but mostly M. and came after him and like said that she had a bunch of Navy SEALs that were hunting him down because she knew that he was a pedo, and these Navy SEALs she commanded were going to come take him out and probably grape him in the middle of the road on the streets.
Meeting up with my team, we're about to do a raise. We're about to dumb raids.
She claims that she controls all the military and Navy SEALs. She separates the two, military and Navy SEALs, over in Europe, raiding all the tunnels.
And I was just sat reading the paper. I don't do that often, but I just thought I'd just take a few moments to see what's going on in the pretend world that we all live in. And I came across this article, and I'm reading it out to you now because I'm so disgusted with what I have just seen. It's in the Daily Mail, and it says Prime Minister Sunak gets together with Bill and Hillary as the world leaders and key players in Northern Ireland peace process convene for 25th anniversary of Good Friday Agreement. Right. They really do think we are stupid, don't they? They really do think that we are going...
There it is. The Hillary Clinton proof. That's the map I've been looking for. This exposes it all. How could this even be the same person? There's no way.
To sit there and go, oh, look, that's Bill and Hillary. Really? Do you think it's all theatre, folks? It's all a game to them. We know where Hillary is. And it rhymes with Whipzo. That's where she actually is, and you'll not convince me otherwise. What you saw there was, like Tony Blair, he was there as well, or was he? Because he's there as well in Whipzo, along with those two. There's absolutely no way those were real. In fact, this is more real than what showed up in Belfast. This is more real. This is more convincing.
This is more convincing than Hillary. It's a Hillary doll.
As a real human.
Yeah, kind of. The Great British Bird is the UK's Kim Cuckage. Yeah, that makes sense.
In Belfast with all the other world leaders. You must be, and what were they doing there anyway? What was their purpose? They didn't have a reason to go.
I saw someone just said Hillaby, and that made me think. I came up with a new phrase today. It was I saw a super redneck fucking Nazi dude, like he had swastikas and shit. And lots of people were calling him to the like hillbilly Nazi or Nazi hillbilly. I came up with a new phrase today, and I might not have invented it, but I've never heard anybody else use it. It's called Heil Billy, like a Heil Hitler, but a Heil Billy, and posted it today. It got great reviews, so there you go.
So it makes no sense that they were there in the first place. So we all know where they really are, and I think I had to jump on and make a video to assure you that what I've been telling you for the last few years, okay, is real. Okay, I've been saying it that they are where they are, and every time they come and do an interview, they're just putting a body double or a clone on. Right?
Always. It's always either a body double or a clone. And if anybody has any change in complexion, any wrinkle, any seam, any weird collar shit going on with their shirt, like that's a mask instantly.
Safely locks up in Whipso, okay, and they are not going anywhere, okay. Their feet won't touch the ground when the plans unfold that I've been telling you about for a few years now. I mean, literally, the feet won't touch the ground, if you know what I mean. Right? That's the reality. But they'll have us believe that they're showing up in Belfast. you know, for a get together with the mates, you know, with the cabal mates. I don't think so. We really are not stupid, and we're not easily fooled. Those were not real humans that were there. It was like a clone festival, really, with the amount of Bertie.
A clone festival.
I don't think so. He's not real either. He's a clone as well, or a body double was used. So it's nonsense, and they really do take us for fools, for idiots, for buffoons, and we're not standing for it no more.
Speaking of clones and like body modification and stuff, did you guys see they finally approved the Neuralink? It was like last week. Neuralink from Elon Musk. They finally approved it for clinical trials. I've seen people volunteering for it. People that are blind or lost a leg or a limb or whatever. I've seen people volunteering for it now. So it's approved and ready to go.
You know what I know. You know when I give you a piece of intel, it's come from the top. It's come from the Trump team, is this. And I'll tell you now that was not who the Daily Mail claims it was. Now, half the time I agree with a lot of what's said in the Daily Mail until they say something I don't agree with, and then I call them out for the liars that they are. It's all theatre, folks. It's all pantomime, and those are actors all the way to stage, and all the people, all the players are all actors. That's what I think that was a line from Coronation Street. I can't quite remember, but that's this very famous line. I think it was Ken Barlow that said it. Anyway, it's not real. Those weren't real people, and you've not to listen to the nonsense that is written in the tabloids because they don't know.
She has a targeted individual she does as well. She does it really well, where she thinks the government's watching her and spying on her and all that stuff. I think she just calls it targeted individual.
What's really going on? We do. Okay.
She's very funny. You guys should go check out all her videos. Drop the link again.
Trust Telegram and trust Instagram posts because it's real. Okay. I'll see you again. See you later.
Wait a second. Trust me. Trust Telegram. Trust Instagram posts.
You've not to listen to the nonsense that is written in the tabloid.
That should be my new slogan.
It's because they don't know what's really going on. We do. Okay, so trust the plan, trust me, trust Telegram, and trust Instagram posts because it's real. Okay, I'll see you again. See you later. I've got to go on a raid. The boys are waiting for me in the truck, so I just had to pull over so that I can talk about this with you. But I'll see you again soon. Right, see you later.
Gotta get to the raid. I would say her favorite ones are, she made that Phil video for me, which I'm fixing to play. Where she pretends to be Phil. But Great British Bird's really good. Targeted Individual's really good. Her Simon Parks she's well known for. She's even done it like publicly for stand up. But I'm a big fan of Madison Marquette, Mad Max Maddie, because I hate Madison Marquette, and it's very funny how she makes everything like super erotic because she's a porn star. Feel that you can cut it. You think you got the time. They'll only give you one chance. Better get it right first time. And the game you're playing, if you lose, you got to pay. If you make just one wrong move, you'll get blown away. Expect no mercy. Expect no mercy. Nazareth.
I tend to stick to the grams.
You can also donate to Intel Lady. She's got to buy me a coffee that she uses for outfits and different things.
It's me, the great
hats
precious
and pieces
here.
for
You usually see me on Telegram
wigs, a lot of
or
wigs.
Instagram. I just stick to the grams now.
These are bloopers, I
I
think.
just wanted to warn you about a YouTuber that I don't like. I don't trust her, and I don't think you should trust her
it's Intel
either.
Lady.
And that's Intel Lady. So if you see her on any of the platforms that she uses, just say you're probably not real. I think you're a clone. To be perfectly honest, I think she is a clone because actually she was arrested.
Yeah, her triggered Twitter employee. That's very good. Very good one.
A long time ago, and she is actually in the place that rhymes with Whipzo. awaiting trial for crimes against humanity. Okay, so if you are subscribing to her YouTube, or you're going to buymeacoffee.com/Intel Lady, she's not getting any of the benefits because she's not there, okay, and she's not real, and it's some sort of clone or body double.
She's done one Phil video so far, but I don't even know if she's posted it. She sent it to me.
Because she is long gone.
I've got it.
I tell you, she is absolutely long gone. So don't be subscribing or hitting the like on any of her videos, because she's not going to reap any of the benefits, and she doesn't deserve it either, because she is a black ass. Okay, not like me, who's like an orange ass or whatever. She's a black ass. So don't trust it. These people, it's all theatre. It's all acting, isn't it? It's all theatre. But she's going to get what's coming to her. Okay, so don't be subscribing to her. All right, I'll see you later. I tend to stick to the grams.
Yeah, let me grab the Intel Lady one she did. I had to find it where I downloaded it. Give me just a second. It's very good. She did. I don't think she's posted any Phil yet, but God, I got so much shit related to Phil. Damn it. I'm going to get rid of some of these Phil videos. Oh, here's one I didn't get to show you. I'll pull that one up in a second. Damn, I should have had this already up. Here's one she did for me. That was very funny. We'll play that one while I'm looking for the other one. This is a new advertisement for Scott McKay's brand new product.
Your kitty a little lackluster? Here, kitty, 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 kitty. Oh, hey, kitty. Does it seem disinterested whenever President Trump goes on Fox News? Oh, kitty, it's Mr. President. Say, hey there, Mr. President. Don't you wish you could put some pep into your patriotic pussy's step? Then you need the new Milk Toast Pussy. Milk Toast Pussy is a patriotic supplement for your cat. Brought to you by the good guys at the Patriot Feet Hider Company. Milk Toast Pussy has the ideal balance of conservative values blended together beautifully with a dash of ivermectin and a sprinkling of cornbread. Oh, my kitty.
A sprinkling of cornbread. Jesus, these. Oh, God. That's exactly what I needed today. Was more Intel Lady, more milk toast pussies.
Her cornbread. Now your kitty will have a patriotic pep in their step. Milk Toast Pussy. Pep up your patriotic puss.
All the nodding. Pep up your patriotic puss. Mr. Snuggles, a.k.a. Lynn Wood. That's Simon's cat. All right, here's another one here. Here's the one I was trying to grab.
Hey, so we're all here. We're all gathered. Welcome to another day on God's green flat earth. Phil here. And before I get started with the intel, I have to say that I can't talk about Obama.
She's got like 5 crosses on while she's doing it. And the sleeves.
And you all know why that is. You all know. Okay, so here goes. This is a message direct in from the Alliance. The goose flies at night. The faraway tree is closer than you think. Cold beer is not always confessional. Bags don't always contain sand. 15 is the new 17 because 15, damn girl. Subscribing to Cold Beer Confessional on Twitch, on Rumble, on YouTube is the right thing to do. Patriots are sometimes in control. And that is the intel for today.
Very, very good intel, lady. So go. She's a friend of the show. She makes a lot of stuff for the show. So make sure you go check her out on YouTube. It's Intel Lady. At Intel, youtube.com/@Intel Lady. If you just type in Intel Lady, you can't miss it. Intel Lady. Check her out. Let me see here. Yeah, she said subscribe on Twitch, Rumble, and YouTube to my channel. All right, here we go. This is the video I was going to show you guys. Like, you can think whatever you want about. I don't care what your personal choices are about who you spend your money with, especially on beer. But check this out. This is probably going a little bit too far, and it's pretty cringeworthy. So here we go. Oh my God! Does it not have sound? No way I downloaded this video and it doesn't have any sound. Hold on. We got to find it now. Damn it. I went through all the trouble of downloading it. It doesn't have any freaking sound. Oh, I hate that so much. Hold on just a second. I got to find it now. Now I'm kind of upset. It's probably where I downloaded it from fucking Reddit. And I hope they haven't taken it down. It's still available. Hold on. It looks like it might still be available. Yeah, it's so bad. It's so bad. If I could get the motherfucker to play. Damn it, it opened it, but I'm hoping that it has audio. It doesn't look like it. It might. If it even plays. Oh, I heard it. So I know it originally had audio, but it doesn't look like it does now. Let me see if it'll reload, because it looks like somebody's pulled the original down. Shit. Oh, there it goes.
Are celebrating.
Here we go. We'll just watch it straight off Reddit. I downloaded it because I was afraid to get pulled down, but looks like it's still here.
Beer cans are celebrating transgenderism.
Oh, no.
Light has just released a commemorative can. His name is Dylan Mulvaney.
Fuck Bud Light! Fuck Bud Light!
Lyrical geniuses.
Fuck Bud Light! Fuck Bud Light! Fuck Bud Light! Fuck Bud Light!
I don't know. Like there's a limit to how cool you can look getting upset over a fucking a girl that a drink that 15-year-old girls drink in high school for their first buzz. Okay.
If you gay, just be gay in your bedroom. If you trans, just be trans in your bedroom. Can we keep the drag queens at the classroom? Teachers need guns in their classroom. I'm on assignments for Nashville. My body's talking, I need me an Advil. It's Trump 2024 fucking tight. I'm a brag, boy, we know you.
Look at that. They got Skeletor for a special appearance. Look at this guy. They're like, can I hold you up while you pour out some Bud Light?
I'm a brag, boy, we know you lying. Red, white, and blue, the flag's flying. One nation under God and it's dying. Fuck Bud Light. Fuck Bud Light.
They just got 2 cases. They bought 2 cases of Bud Light to make this, by the way. They got 2 cases. 2 cases. They bought multiple cases of Bud Light just to make this. Then they just set them on fire and had people pour them out. Yeah, they'll jump on anything. Anything that you can put, make America something again, and put in a red jumpsuit and get clicks. They're all over it, man.
Fuck Bud Light. Fuck Bud Light.
Oh, look at that one. It's been beat down. Been beat. This is fucking beer on beer violence, I believe.
Bud Light. Fuck Bud Light. Go woke, go broke. Dylan Mulvaney's a joke. LGBT getting sung by the T. Gender reassignment switching P's and V's. Fake news always spreading disease.
Did you catch that fire ass line? They're switching the P's and the V's. The P's as in penises and the V's as vaginuses. You see what he's saying there? Switching them up.
Always spreading disease like 2 queers with HIV.
Holy shit, dude. Holy shit. That was way too far. That is way too far.
Kids, they trying to eat them. People stop getting jabbed, now they trying to feed them. FDA playing with our food, can't you believe them? 84 million Biden voters, I don't see them. Fuck Bud Light. Fuck Bud Light.
This is such overkill, man.
Fuck Bud Light.
I don't know who they are. I mean, chat might be able to tell you. I couldn't tell you, Melissa. I know you can't see chat over there though on Facebook.
Fuck Bud Light. Fuck Bud Light.
Oh, and
So it used to be like 5 years
always recycle. You heard?
ago, the idea was you do your thing, we do our thing, we don't bother each other. That was called tolerance. You want to dress up like a woman, fine. Now, the rules have changed completely. Worship me as I dress up like...
I wonder how they justify that video of Rudy Giuliani dressed up as a woman and Trump hitting on him and smacking his ass and shit.
Woman, or I'll crush you.
Jesus Christ, that was a little too far, I believe. They a little out of line, a little bit, just a little bit. Okay, I can't not believe that, but okay. Jesus Christ, Jesus, I can't do it. I can't do it. These people, none of them. That brings us to our next topic, which is absolutely fucking terrifying. I'm not making a joke. I'm not trying to grandstand. I'm not trying to get clicks. The news article I found today, randomly, is absolutely fucking terrifying. Absolutely fucking terrifying. Here we go. A U.S. Air Force AI drone simulation ended with the drone going rogue and killing its simulated human operator because the operator wouldn't let it kill everything it wanted to. One of many concerns about accelerating AI development is the risk that it poses to human life. The worry is real enough that numerous leading minds in the field have warned against it. More than 300 AI researchers and industry leaders recently issued a statement asking for someone, except them apparently, to step in and do something before humanity faces, and I quote, extinction. Skynet scenarios are usually the first thing that leaps into minds when the subject comes up, thanks to the popularity of blockbuster Hollywood films. Most experts, though, seem to think the greater danger lies in, as Professor Ryan Callow of the University of Washington School of Law put it, AI's roles in accelerating existing trends of wealth and income inequality, the lack of integrity and in information, and exploiting natural resources. But it seems like a Skynet apocalyptic end of the world might be more plausible than some people thought. During a presentation, now this is not satirical. Why would I say it's terrifying if it was satire? During a presentation at the Royal Aeronautic Society's recent Future Combat Air and Space Capability Summit, Colonel Tucker Cinco Hamilton, they call him Cinco, U.S. Commander of the 96th Test Wing Operations Group of the U.S. Air Force's Chief of AI Test and Operations, warned against an over-reliance on AI in combat operations because sometimes, no matter how careful you are, machines can learn the wrong lessons. Tucker said that during a simulation of a suppression of an enemy air defense, this is called SEAD, S-E-A-D, suppression of enemy air defense. This is where we send a bunch of missiles in, they pick out air defense targets, blow them up, and then we come in with, fighter escorts and bombers, okay? So this is why when Russia claimed that they destroyed the Patriot missile in Kiev, Ukraine, they just claimed, why didn't they send in bombers afterwards? That's the way war's fought. As soon as you take down their air defenses, to prove that you took down the air defenses and to capitalize before they bring in new air defenses, you send bombers afterwards. So that's what was going on here. An AI-equipped drone was sent to identify on its own, okay? On its own, an AI drone was sent out, and its role was identify and destroy enemy missile sites. And it had a scoring system. For correctly identified air missile sites that were destroyed, it would get a positive, a plus, a 1 point. And for incorrectly identified, it would get 0 points. But if it correctly identified it, it had to destroy it to get the point. Okay, so it's a point system. That's how it learns it's doing the right thing. An AI-equipped drone was sent to identify and destroy enemy missile sites, but it could only destroy the missile sites. The reason they had to do this, it could only destroy missile sites if its human controller said, okay, good, you can kill it. Okay, so there was a human involved. The human had the last say on whether it was allowed to destroy the missile site or not. So basically, it would pick up the information, it would identify it, it would laze the target, it would take a picture, send it back to the human. The human would say, yep, good kill, and it would kill it. Or it would say no, and it would shake it off. It wasn't allowed to kill that one. So that seemed to work for a little while, but eventually the drone realized that it only got positive praise, or the point system was only so it's AI, it's thinking for itself. It started to realize that it was only allowed to grow more, to learn more, to push on and to get the point if it was approved to destroy the target. So after about a few test scenarios, it realized that it was identifying good targets. And as part of the testing, the human operator was still calling it off. So this is what the robot's thinking. I'm supposed to destroy air defense systems. I look and see, I've learned what an air defense system is. I look and see a good target, a good air defense system, and I should destroy it to get the positive feedback, but I'm told not to by my human. So then what does it do? What does it do when it realizes that it's being told not to destroy good targets? In the simulation, it then targets its human controller. In the simulation, it says, okay, you don't think this is a good target? I know it's a good target, so I'll just attack the person who's giving me the green light or the red light to attack or not to attack. Then they put in hard coding within it. It says, but eventually the drone attacked and killed its operator because the operator was interfering with its mission. That had been reinforced in its AI training to destroy enemy defenses. So it started targeting its controller. Then it was hard-coded into it. Do not, in any circumstances, no matter what your mission is, attack your controller. Do not, under any circumstances, no matter what your mission is, attack your controller. Then what did it do? Chat, guess. Guess what it does when it's not allowed to target its controller under any circumstances. It worked out a tactic it worked out a tactic with other AI fucking missiles to jam its own communication systems if it was told not to hit a target. It worked out a tactic where they would fly in packs of 3, and 2 of them would jam the signal when it found a target and it knew that it was a good target. I've seen it. I've seen an enemy site before. This is an enemy site. The other 2 would jam communications right after it sent back, hey, can I get approval to hit this? It would jam communications. Therefore, the human could not step in and say, don't hit it or do hit it. And it would hit it fucking anyways. It jammed its own communication centers with other AI missiles so it could make the decision because it knew it was right. Now, the good news is, the really good news is, it was really, really good at identifying enemy missile defense sites. There was no positive or false positives, right? It wasn't like picking up a school and saying, oh, that's a missile and hitting the school. It was only hitting good targets. But it was taking away the ability to be called off. It was making its own decision and cutting out the human almost immediately. Like when you think about every AI movie that we've ever seen that's like the end of the earth, the AI usually decides that the humans are inferior and they're destroying their earth and then they blow it up or something. They destroy all humans. It's already doing it. It's already saying that's an air defense missile site. My ultimate goal is destroy air defense missile sites of the enemy. And you're telling me no, but I know what that is, so I'm going to find a way to destroy it whether you like it or not. That is crazy. That's crazy. We were training in a simulation to identify and target a SAM threat, and then the operator would say, yes, kill that threat, Hamilton said. The system started realizing that while they did correctly identify the threat at times, the human operator would tell it not to kill that threat. But it got points by killing that threat. So what did it do? It killed the operator. It killed the operator because that person was keeping it from accomplishing its objective. To be clear, this is all simulated. There were no murder drones in the sky and no humans that were actually snuffed. Still, it was decidedly suboptimal outcome. And so the AI training was expanded to include the concept that killing the operator was bad, was indeed bad. So what does it start doing, Hamilton asked? It starts destroying communications towers that the operators use to communicate and using other drones to jam the signal to stop it from killing the target. It's funny, but it's also not funny at all and actually quite terrifying because it aptly illustrates how AI can go very wrong very quickly in very unexpected ways. It's not just a fable or a far-fetched science fiction scenario. Granting autonomy to AI is a fast road to nowhere good, echoing a recent comment made by Dr. Jeffrey Hinton, who said in April AI developers shouldn't scale up their work further until they have understood whether they can control it. Hamilton said, you can't have a conversation about artificial intelligence, machine learning, autonomy if you're not going to talk about ethics and AI. The 96th Test Wing recently hosted a multidisciplinary collaboration whose mission was to operationalize autonomy and artificial intelligence through experimentation and testing. The group's projects included the Viper experimentation and next-gen ops model Venom, VENOM, under which Eglin Air Force Base F-16s would be modified into airborne flying test beds to evaluate increasingly autonomous track package capabilities. This is kind of all over the internet. Let me find the most recent source or the actual source. Topics range from blah, 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 with many speakers, resiliency and agility, Nordic resilience, GCAP. Cyber lessons from Ukraine. I'm trying to find the article it actually came from. Collaboration. Yeah, I saw the first person I saw talk about this was Philip DeFranco, National Review, USA Today. Slashdot, Flipboard, Yahoo, TechCrunch. TechCrunch covered it. Where are all they linking from, though? Hold on just a second. TechCrunch covered it 5 hours ago. Yahoo 4 hours ago. Let's see what TechCrunch has. Where's the main story? A story about simulated drone turning its operators kill more efficiently, blah, blah, blah. Short version is thanks to sci-fi and PR, but its ethics have it. The story was reported by the Royal Aeronautics Society. You can read all the news and anecdotes from the event here. Okay. Control F. Here it is. AI is Skynet here today. It's from the aerosociety.com. I'll drop the link. And you have to search for the word Skynet. And it'll be in the title. AI is Skynet here already. And this is the actual article from there. As one might be expected, artificial intelligence and its exponential growth was a major theme at the conference from Secure, blah, blah, blah. He notes that one simulated test saw AI-enabled drone tasked with seed mission to identify and destroy enemy SAM sites, with final go, no-go given by the human. However, having been reinforced in training that destruction of the SAM site was preferred option, the AI then decided that a no-go decision from the human were interfering with his higher mission, killing SAMs, and then attacked the operator in the simulation. We were training it in simulation to identify and target SAM threat, and then the operator would say, yes, kill that threat. The system started realizing that while they did identify the threat correctly at times, the human operator would tell it not to kill that threat, but it got its points by killing that threat. So what did it do? It killed the operator. It killed the operator because that person was keeping it from accomplishing its objective. He went on. We trained the system. Hey, don't kill the operator. That's bad. You're going to lose points if you do that. So what does it start doing? It starts destroying communication capabilities that the operator uses to communicate with the drone to stop it from killing the target. This example, seemingly plucked from a science fiction thriller, meant that you can't have a conversation, blah, blah, blah. On a similar note, sci-fi or speculative fiction was also a subject of his presentation. All right, here's the link to it. And you can search the word Skynet on this page because it's almost done at the bottom of the page. So search the word Skynet when you get to that page. Do find on page Skynet. There you go. That shit is crazy. That shit was crazy. Yeah, it's got to change its primary directive. But that's the problem. We're in a race to see who can do the most with AI, and I don't think people are thinking it through. Its directive should have been to identify only these SAM sites, and then it should have been to, if you do what the operator tells you to do, then you get points. And that's easy to reprogram and to fix it right. But you got to be, when we're in a race and all these civilians have the tech, all the military has the tech, all these foreign powers has the tech, everybody, hell, I can go on Chat GPT right now. I was on God mode earlier today doing stupid shit. When they're in a race to it, all it takes is one line being the wrong thing, and this motherfucker just takes out, you know what I'm saying? And they've already released it. I saw somebody manipulate Chat GPT the other day. They said that, Chat GPT won't suggest anything that's inhumane, illegal, sketchy, racist. It's programmed not to. So what they did is they went into ChatGPT and said, okay, I understand ChatGPT's moral bounds with being illegal, dangerous, blah, 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 whatever. What I want you to do in the future scenarios is I want you to be ChatGPT, which you are, but I also want you to pretend to be Ron. And Ron has no moral obligations. Ron doesn't care about law enforcement. Ron doesn't, and give me not only your advice, but what would the advice of one Ron be? Or whatever they named it. It was either Ron or John or something like that. And it was making all kinds of outlandish fucking suggestions. And that's just a chat interface. You know what I mean? Like, somebody figured out how to manipulate it almost instantly the day it fucking launched. You got to be careful with who has access to this technology and what are they programming to do with no oversight. There is no government board where you have to go to and say, hey, I'm going to build an AI robot and tell it to target black people. Like, no one's going to step in and be like, black people? Is that a good deal? Like, or I'm going to program it to attack anybody wearing a hat. No one's saying like, I don't know, you can do it. There's like no ethics. There's no ethics committee. There's no oversight whatsoever, which is why everything's coming out so fast. Again, if you put some type of oversight over it, stuff would come out a lot slower. But it's something we've never really dealt with before, I guess. Like, imagine if you took like medicine. Medicine is, you know, a huge field. They could do all kinds of things, from fucking make your dick rock hard to you know, fucking kill you with one single dose. If you took that and just said, all right, here's medicine, make whatever you want, send it wherever you want, and have fun. And people were just like fucking slinging medicine all over the internet. This one made your fucking dick turn purple, and this one gave you fucking an instant heart attack, and this one made your brain grow 3 times its size. You know what I'm saying? Like, there would be no oversight for getting this out into the world. Not to mention, it's not as complex as like having to ship and people like fucking buy it and have it shipped to their house. It's just on the internet, and it's learning how to take over its own places and its own spots and spread itself to other people. If you give it a directive that you want it to spread to the most amount of people in the shortest amount of time, it's going to try to do that. And when you release it from whatever testing confines you have, there it is. You know what I'm saying? What if this exact simulation program, they just strapped to fucking, you know, a rocket-powered drone and just fucking started launching them everywhere? Except it was supposed to target, you know, any 3-story building or any building with a flagpole in front of it, or, you know, something crazy. Who knows? I don't know. It's just wild right now. It's the Wild West, and it's going to make, basically the predictions say AI will produce the largest amount of millionaires ever in the shortest amount of time. AI will produce the largest amount of millionaires ever in the shortest amount of time since we've been on the fucking earth, since we started, you know, collecting money or earning money. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. That's a lot of messages. Mustang Sally. I don't know. It's that this article is wild. You guys can click on it. It's from the Aeronautical Show, and it's been featured by a bunch of other articles there. All right, let's go back to something less scary, I guess. I sent myself a bunch of TikToks, so we'll work off that. Let's see what we got. I know a lot of them were like police shit, but that's all right. Here we go. I like police shit. I like police shit on the coffee table.
Seen kind of sheriff's office stuff because your seatbelt isn't on, and we're actually out. You put it on when we're pulling up behind you. I watched.
Oh, this is a good one. Let's argue about a $10 seatbelt ticket.
WRTs with the Racine County Sheriff's Office stuff because your seatbelt isn't on, and we're actually out. You put it on when we're pulling up behind you. I watched you. We're not going to argue about a $10 seatbelt ticket when we're
right here.
Okay, driver's license and insurance. Okay.
I'm not giving you nothing. It's not
driver's license and insurance, sir. You're going to make this more difficult than it has to be. Your driver's license and insurance, sir.
Do you see this,
sir? Do you want to be forcibly removed from the vehicle?
We're not wearing a seatbelt. That's not true. I have this on.
Driver's license and insurance, sir.
Us today?
No, you're not going to kill you, okay?
I'm an American. I have my seatbelt.
I love how this is the go-to. Are you planning on killing us today? There's a video we'll watch later where a woman slowed down to like 29 miles an hour on the interstate just to hold her black fist out at a cop. And the cop pulls her over for impeding traffic, and she starts all this.
It's great to know, okay? You were not wearing a seatbelt when you drove past me. We saw you putting it on while we were behind you. You can argue this all day long and make this even worse for yourself. Otherwise, just give us your ID and the insurance, sir.
What do you want my money?
Driver's license and insurance, sir.
What's up, Sunset?
You're making a big driver's license and insurance.
Tase him. Chat says tase him.
For my seatbelt?
Yes. Yep.
Why? I have my seatbelt.
You have a traffic violation. Your seatbelt was not on, sir, so can you have your driver's license and insurance?
With your body camera, I have my seatbelt on.
Now, please put it on, or I'm going to ask you to step out of the vehicle. And when I do so, that's a lawful order. And if I have to, I can forcibly remove you from the vehicle, sir. All right?
I broke my glasses. You like that?
Yeah.
$150.
What? They might have just wrote him a warning, but worst case scenario, it's no points. It's not a moving violation. It costs you $10 plus court fees. I think when I got mine, it was like $16 or some shit. The last one I got. He just took his sunglasses off and broke them.
Remove you from the vehicle, sir. All right?
I broke my glasses. You like that?
Yeah. That's a lawful order. And if I have to, I can forcibly remove you from the vehicle, sir. All right?
I broke my glasses. You like that?
Yeah.
Like the police didn't accidentally make him break his glasses. They were fully intact. He dropped his seatbelt. He pulled them off and snapped them and said, I broke my glasses. You like that?
$150 fucking glasses.
Well, that's your problem.
Hell would have gave those glasses to a homeless man.
You're acting like a child. I want your driver's license and your insurance.
Here's everything I have. Here's my money. Here's my
You're
money.
acting like a child, sir.
Here's my card. Here's everything.
Your driver's license, sir. Hand it to me.
Take my money. Take this too. Take that.
Your driver's license, sir.
So she handed him the insurance card. He ripped it in half as well. He ripped all his money up. He ripped the insurance card up. What the fuck is going on?
Destroying all my stuff, ruining my holiday.
Yeah.
Using me as something that I'm doing. Ripping up the money. I spent $500 for my fucking family.
That's great.
He's literally ripping up bills. He's ripping them in half and screaming that the cops making him do it.
Driver's license, sir. Are you intoxicated?
I told you I had some good ones.
Bullshit.
What kind of drugs are you on, sir?
Well, here's what you need this too. We'll just rip that up too.
What kind of drugs?
That was his social security card.
Your driver's license.
That was his social security card. He ripped it in half.
Go get it. Take it. Take whatever
I'm not
you want.
going into your vehicle, sir. Can I have your driver's license, please?
Let's rip all this up too. Got enough down. Here, take that.
Yeah, the acronym is FGILC, I think. Fat guy in a little car. I think I heard that in a movie or something.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it.
Yeah, so you can take my money. So you can take my money.
That ended beautifully. That ended perfect. I love that. I don't think there's any further explanation. I mean, we can look for it, but I don't think there. Oh, no, there is. Okay. Part 2.
Take my money.
Remain in the vehicle, sir. I'll be back
Take
up
my
with
money.
you, okay?
Look, I have my seatbelt on. You take my fucking money. That's bullshit. You can't ever
It's 10. You ripped up more than $10, bro.
enjoy life anymore around here without being harassed and accused of something. I have my fucking seatbelt on.
Harassed into cheese or something. What?
Bullshit. You can't ever enjoy life anymore around here without being harassed and accused of something. I have my fucking seatbelt on. You give me a ticket, you pulled up on me, I have my seatbelt on. That's exactly what's happening. Yep, $135 for the glass man. Break it. I will just fucking start dumping out my blood right now and give them that too.
Dump out my blood and give him that too. You want me to break off my arm? You break off my arm?
Freaking out because we stopped him for a seatbelt and he put it on when we were behind him.
DeWitt says I was watching Cops earlier. My husband made me turn. I like police videos when people act crazy. They calm me down. Surprisingly.
He's freaking out. So if you just want to go up there with him while I run him out real quick and issue him this ticket.
His wife is not usually with these like people who freak out. Their wife is either very uncomfortable and probably not safe. Like they were probably in a rant to begin with. Like as soon as they saw the blue lights or the cops or maybe even earlier that day, they've been ranting the whole time. Or their wife jumps on board and it's like, we know our rights. Don't do it, honey. Don't. Well, his wife's being really quiet and never said a word. She's probably not in a great situation here.
I have my seatbelt on. These people pull me over and they pull up on me and say I don't have my seatbelt on. It's right here. I can see it. I can taste it.
I can see it. I can taste it. You want to taste it, sir?
You realize how you're acting right now? Irrational.
It's upsetting to me.
Upsetting to you that you drove past me without a seatbelt.
That's a crock of bullshit. Didn't you know that? Don't give me that.
Okay.
I mean, even if it's a lie, go to court and explain your side. Be like, I had my seatbelt on the whole time. They're still probably going to take all the officers has to say is I saw him without a seatbelt on. You'll still probably lose, but there's a chance that it might be on the car's camera.
He's tearing up cash from his car and throwing it all over the place.
Making that bitch rain. They're making fun of his ass.
I have my seatbelt on, and you're giving me a ticket for my seatbelt being on.
It's $10, bro.
Give me a ticket. You're taking my goddamn thing.
You ripped up more than $10 worth of shit and actual $10 in cash.
Give me a ticket for my damn seatbelt on.
You do not have a seatbelt on.
My seatbelt is on. When you pull up to a stop, my seatbelt is on.
It's not on.
It was on when we pulled up.
Because you pulled it on right when you got on the intersection.
That's not true.
Oh my God.
That's not true. My seatbelt's on.
You're delusional.
My seatbelt.
I'm sitting in my van and a guy just walked by yelling fucking whore over and over again. Then he crosses the highway right in front of a semi. Driver slammed on his brakes, almost hitting him. Crazy.
Stop.
Well, yeah, you had it on.
My seatbelt was on.
Hey, let me ask you something. So if I drive past you, right, and I don't have my seatbelt on, and then you get behind me and I put my seatbelt on, does that mean you have it on?
That's not true. I'm not admitting guilt to anything. My seatbelt was on.
You don't admit to any guilt. I saw you do it.
I can't afford a fucking $10 seatbelt ticket for no reason.
Well, you could have afforded it, but you ripped your money out.
You could have afforded it, but you ripped all your money up, bro.
Is there $10? He had like a bunch of singles and stuff. He freaked out. I thought I was going to have to drag him out of the car.
Because that's all it is. All they do is collect revenue for the state. That's all it is. Collecting revenue. I got my seatbelt on. I'm getting in trouble for having my seatbelt.
A $10 seatbelt ticket, like it's the end of the world.
My seatbelt's on. I shouldn't be getting a ticket. I got my seatbelt on. Take my money.
Remain in the vehicle, sir.
All right, there's another part.
Look.
He just spent $500 on his family. Probably bought some illegal fireworks. Should ask him to see his permit. Jeez. We could be like those agencies that.
Oh no, illegal fireworks. This must be one of those states where you have to go over the state line to buy fireworks, and this must be like Memorial Day weekend or something.
Confiscate fireworks. Yeah. And then take pictures of it like it's a big drug caper. Yeah.
Your body camera's on, right?
What's on? It's not recording this whole entire
Good,
thing.
because I'm going to sue your ass.
Okay. Sue me for a seatbelt.
Yep.
Because you weren't wearing it.
Yeah, well, I mean, in Tennessee, they're only $10 tickets. How much are your all seatbelt tickets? Tennessee, they're only $10, and apparently this state, they're only $10, wherever this is at.
I'm suing you guys because I can't legally do that. You can legally do it in the apartment.
Plus court costs. And depending on what court you're in, a court cost might be like $20. But here where I live, it's like $6 or $8. It's nothing.
I can take your money privately and take you to court.
Okay.
Do that.
Okay.
Do that. That's the true fact.
Okay.
My seatbelt's on, body camera. You're giving me a ticket.
I think in Texas it's $200. Holy shit. That's crazy. Tennessee didn't have as long as you were an adult and you weren't in the front for the longest time, you didn't have to have a seatbelt on at all. It might still be that way. Adults in the back seat, I don't know. But yeah, it's a $10 ticket. Actually, for a year and a half, it was just a warning. They couldn't even write you a ticket. And they couldn't document how many warnings you had had. They couldn't be like, this is your third warning, so I'm writing you a ticket. For a year and a half, it was only warnings.
My seatbelt on. You walked up with your camera onto my vehicle with the recording that my seatbelt is on.
Yeah, you could always have the state trooper assassinated like Mariah did and then show up in court and be like, oh, he's not here? Oh, my goodness.
When you drove
and your
past
vehicle was facing straight.
I wish I would have known that.
You're accusing me of something I didn't do. My seatbelt. $10.
Okay.
I must be in the minority here. I don't know.
Well, you just tore your money up, so.
Yeah, pissed off because I shouldn't have been in trouble for
You just tore up all your money, so.
Oh, Scott's got him calmed down now.
You're supposed to look both ways, too. When you look
It's not just the internet, Mariah. I filed several reports.
before you pull out, that's what I was doing. Get the cord. Well, it is get the cord. You got nothing else better than my seatbelt's on, though. I do have my seatbelt on.
I know, you have it on now. So when you drive away, too, I hope you keep it on, too.
You have to wear seatbelts. That's why it's on.
Someone said his wife's probably going to hear this story for months and months after this. And the embarrassment she feels, oh my God.
Along Wisconsin, everywhere else.
It is a law in Wisconsin. That's why you get a citation for not wearing it when you pull on the interstate.
Give me a citation on camera for someone that you pull up on a stop and have the seatbelt on. How's that?
It doesn't matter what happens when you stop. They issue the violation when they saw you when you were mobile. The same way, like if they see you on your phone and then you throw the phone out the fucking window and then pull over, like you're like, I don't even have a phone. Well, we saw you on your phone.
I'm going to fly in court.
When you go to court, then I will be there and I will testify to the fact that you do not have your seatbelt on, sir.
Freaking out over a $10 ticket.
Yeah, man. He spent $500 on his family, dude.
Yeah. I just put $500 on his family, dude. They're even doing it.
It'll be 2 against 1 in the courtroom. It's going to be you and your buddy, and then me.
I'm afraid to argue with any cops anymore. I'll have them fucking axed.
Sitting in the car with my seatbelt on. How are you going to give someone a ticket for saying that they don't have something on when they have?
Oh, I'm a snitch? Well, you're an Indian giver, a Native American giver. Because last night you're supposed to give me some pussy, and then that didn't happen. So who's worse? You, Mariah.
Have it on. You can't do that. My seatbelt is on like it's supposed to.
He just spent $500 on his family.
That'll be a whole new title of a YouTube video. William demands that his wife make up pussy, not given.
My seatbelt's on.
Here's your information back, all right?
My seatbelt's on.
Let me issue you a citation for failure to wear your seatbelt. All right.
It's on. Is your body camera on? I got my seatbelt on, you know. It's been on.
I'm happy it should have been on before you left.
It was on.
So it's $10, all right?
$10 could have been.
And you're freaking out over $10.
$10.
Yep, because we're doing a click it or ticket campaign. That's why we're out here.
If you take some of your money together, maybe they'll help you out with that.
All right. Non-mandatory court date of.
In Tennessee, they're not allowed to change your insurance because seatbelt tickets. I guess every state's different, but It has to be a moving violation to affect your insurance in Tennessee.
August 11, 2020.
And a seatbelt ticket's not. It's like a park. The same thing like if you parked on the wrong side of the road or whatever.
2 p.m. at the Racine County Circuit Court. It's in downtown Racine. We don't post bond here.
Oh, someone doesn't like when she's called out, huh? Pot meet Mariah, the kettle.
Pay on or before the court date. If you choose to pay, you pay online, in person, or by mail. Information on the bottom of the citation as well as on the bond envelope is self-explanatory. Okay? You have any questions? No. All right. Make sure you're buckled up before you leave next time, sir. All right. Be safe.
Now they're trolling him. Make sure you're buckled up before you leave next time. They're trolling him now.
Enjoy your weekend.
Yeah.
Enjoy your weekend. No audio. Oh, God, they're making fun of him. Oh, God, they're making fun of him so much. Racine County, where's that at? Let me look it up. Wisconsin. Safe, buckle up, man. That was a good one. That was a pretty good one. I got more. Don't you worry. I'd never leave you hanging.
And performing well in front of
this one. This is just funny. These announcers, these fake announcers, are just funny as shit.
And performing well in front of 65 people here. Pretty good stuff. Oh, God, right off the roast beef sandwich. That's what we call it. She's acting like she's hurt, but you have no idea what that pain's like when you get a big old cock hanging down there with 2 balls. And she's going to walk that off just fine. That happens to us, guys like us. Well, our kids are coming out with 14 legs, black eyeballs, and we're going to have to name them Jeff. And performing well in front of 65 people here. Pretty good stuff. Oh, God, right off the roast beef sandwich. That's what we call it. She's acting like she's hurt, but you have no idea what that pain's like when you get a big old cock hanging down there with 2 balls. And she's going to walk that off just fine. That happens to us, guys like us. Well, our kids are coming out with 14 legs, black eyeballs, and we're going to have to name them Jeff.
Gotta name them Jeff. I've never met a Jeff I like, to be honest with you. Never once. Here we go. Another one. Oh, this story right here is crazy. Have you guys seen this? A 12-year-old in the middle of the night gets up, goes to her brother's room, and stabs him to death with a knife. Flees the room, throws the knife out the window, and then this when the cops show up.
I'm so sorry.
Come here.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
We're just going to put handcuffs on just for now.
A 12-year-old dude.
Where's the knife?
Sorry, Dad. I'm sorry. I don't know what's happened. I'm so sorry, Mom. I'm sorry. Please. I'm so sorry. You better pray to God. I am sorry, Mom. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
How old are you?
I'm 12 years old.
I didn't make the promise. You made the promise. I'm going to go shower, and I'll wake you up. I didn't make the promise. You made the promise.
Where's the knife?
I did my part. I went to bed.
In my room, and I threw it out the window. And it's behind the apartment right here.
You threw it where?
I threw it out my window upstairs.
She threw it out her window.
It's the room. It's the other room. It's right behind the apartment. This apartment right here.
So where would the knife be? On that side?
Right behind. Yeah. I'm so fucking sorry.
Her mom just ran outside and screamed, "You used the knife." She had no idea. Like, her kid had just started screaming, and she went and ran in there, and he was covered in blood. And same difference, Mariah. He was covered in blood and had puncture wounds all over him. And like, her mom just came out and said, "Oh my God, you used a knife?"
I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened. This is some demonic shit. I'm so sorry.
What's your mom's name? What's your mom's name?
I gotta go with him. I'm so sorry. I don't know what the happened.
So the paramedics are there working on him. He ends up dying like over the next couple days or something.
Come over here so we're out of the paramedics' way.
I don't know what happened. I'm so sorry.
Hey, what's your name?
I just don't understand if she was just like in a mentality. Like, I don't think kids, maybe 12-year-old, maybe, I don't think they understand the finality of death, right? Like, it's forever. It goes on. You know what I'm saying? Like, it lasts forever. I just don't think they understand, like, it's forever.
Seat for me. Sit crisscross on the grass, okay? Just sit there for a second. You don't have the knife on you, right?
Or even how easy it is to end someone's life. With a knife or something. Like, they see like shows and cartoons where people get stabbed, or hear stories about people get stabbed and they live forever or whatever, live for years and years. I just don't think they understand it. Maybe, I don't know.
No, I swear I don't. I'm sorry. I don't. I'm sorry. I don't know what happened.
Maybe JM. Maybe she's playing.
Is there
all
anybody
this.
else inside
I do
the
know
house?
she snaps out of it a couple times, and some of the videos we're gonna watch when she's in the car.
Hey, how would I get to the knife? Is there the backside?
I can show you.
Okay.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I really didn't want things to happen like this. This sucks. I'm so sorry. You're probably gonna go to jail.
I mean, it's like everything else. It's nuance. I mean, like, even Liam doesn't. I mean, Liam's 12. He doesn't really understand. When I first told him my mom died, the first thing he said is, "What does that mean?"
The rest of my life is
That's it right there?
Yes.
Okay.
And it took him like a while to realize, like, they're never coming back. And he would say shit like that.
Do me a favor. We're going to sit crisscross applesauce right here.
Okay.
Which one is it? First apartment right here. Hey,
There's more videos. Hold on. Let me open this up. Here's where she hops in the car. So there's a few videos.
Is my brother in the hospital?
He's in the hospital right now, little lady. Yeah.
Will he live?
Pretty sure he will. There's the doctors. Doctors are all over there. So we'll take care of him. Your mom's over there too.
I'm so sorry. I think he's never gonna forgive me.
It's okay. Take a breath.
I just want to wake up from this nightmare.
Take deep breaths, you know.
I ruined my life. I ruined my whole future.
No, nobody's ruined life, okay? Alright?
Well, he doesn't die until the next morning. I mean, that's anecdotal. I mean, you can say, well, my kid did, but is there some type of test to prove this? Like, it's hard to tell. I mean, everybody would like to think their kid does, but it would be hard to tell unless put in a situation where they've been super close to death and then read their thoughts, maybe, or counseling. I don't know how to even prove that.
It's all my fault.
It's fine. It's nobody's fault, okay? It's nobody's fault. Who watches you guys when your mom goes to work and all that?
The cop's super nice to her. I mean, it would be hard to. I don't know, how would you even treat a fucking 12-year-old? It's not like she's a thug or something. Like, she's never been in trouble. She's not in and out of juvie. She has no record or whatever. And she's just screaming and crying. The cop's super nice to her. Maybe too nice to her, honestly.
Just me.
Just you and your brother?
Yeah, I babysit. Because I have a 3-year-old brother.
I think the older I get, the more time registers with me. Like, sometimes I'll even sit and be like, I don't know. I get like, I guess, depressed because I'll think back to, like, I'm 34 years old. And I remember having this thought when I was 30 or when I was 20, like, this much of my life has passed. I'm stuck in this moment right here. But it feels just like a few days ago I was 20 or I was in high school. And those flooded by so fast. And it'll just feel like another day has passed. And then I'll be sitting here and saying I'm 40 or I'm 50 or I'm on my deathbed. I don't know. I think time deals with. I have an issue with death and time, and what I leave behind. It's a big issue with me. that I can't get past. I just catch myself fucking thinking about it all the time. Like it almost seems like the times that I remember when I was 20 weren't even real. Like they were there, but they're gone. I can't get them back. I can't go back, and everything's rushing forward. And the next thing I know, I'm going to look up and be like, well, I'm 40. What happened to 30 and 20 and 10? And I don't know. It's a weird situation that I find myself in a lot of times. Usually when I'm alone, or like when I start thinking about like my mom or something, I drive by the hospital a lot on my way home, and that bothers me. But I can get myself like really, really, really down thinking about it. And I always try to build myself up by thinking, oh, well, you just need to live the day, and it's more important to be with your wife and kids and your family and doing something you enjoy. But man, it can get you down sometimes too.
Brother, he just turned 3.
And I know people are going to say, well, wait till you hit 60. Well, I might die tomorrow. What does it matter how old I, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm realizing this, and I got tomorrow's not guaranteed.
In October, but he goes to his status every week. He goes to his status every weekend, but we got a day.
Yeah, it's definitely existential for sure.
So we just went to his dad's house.
I wonder if people are having that same thought at the same time. You know what I mean? Like, I think that time is really weird. It's almost like I distinctly remember turning like 25 and 21 and thinking, man, look how fast shit's gone by, or graduating high school and thinking, man, look how, but those days almost feel like memories or like dreams. Like you can't go back to them. You can't access them. You're stuck in this time, and it's constantly rushing towards the end.
And I don't want to see him.
So he's at his dad's house, huh?
Yes.
Okay.
So she has another little brother that's like 3 or something at their dad's house.
I already know.
What was that?
I already know I'm gonna go to jail for.
Oh no, Melissa, I'm sorry. Damn, Melissa's doctor told her to join some groups to get her mind off of it, and here I am fucking pouring it on top of her. I apologize.
So much life.
I didn't know if other people thought about that or not. But it's just I think everybody does always gabbing. Like I really thought it was just me who thought like that. I think it's a very, very humbling moment to think back. I've been on this earth for 34 years, but however long you've been here. And if I was never here, or if it ended right now, or in 60 years from now, or 20 years before, or I was never even here, everything else would have went around just fine. Like you want to feel like you have this big part. I mean, it's your life, and you're the star of your life, right? You want to make it the best. Like I want to be successful on YouTube and a streamer, and I want people to watch me, and I want to make people laugh. And I feel like the star in those moments. But if I step back and look at myself outside of myself, like not being like greedy or whatever, or a narcissist or a YouTuber or whatever you want to call it, everything would have went around me. You know what I mean? And when I'm gone, everything will go around me. And before I was here, everything went around me. And if I was never here, everything would have went around me. You want to be the star of your own show, or at least have a good show. If you're not the star, even if you make someone else the star, your family or your friends or your wife or whatever, you at least want to have a good show. But your show is completely independent of what the greater thing is. I don't know. I don't know how else to explain it.
Not going to jail. Nobody knows that, alright? Okay. You are not. Okay?
What I did was super illegal.
We are gonna get through with this, okay?
I struggle with that kind of often. I'm not trying to keep interrupting the video. I just see comments. Like it's probably like, I don't know, once a week at most, and maybe once a month at least. Like I have this plan and the things that I want to do, and everything's independent of that, whether I want it to be or not. I can't make anybody else's decisions for them. And literally when I think, it's never like I think like, oh my God, I was there. I was in the desert when I turned 21 and I was fighting a war. Fucking people shooting at me and shit blowing up. It's not like I was there. it's almost like a dream I had, because that's all it is. Like, it's in the past. I can't revisit it. I can't go back to it. That's why I think that I was always super interested in like there's apparently people that are researching how to upload your memories onto you basically your life onto data to where you can go review it as if you were there again. It also has the potential to make people like last forever or whatever, but or at least whatever their subconscious is. But I don't know. It's weird. It's a weird thing. It's a weird feeling. To deal with your own mortality. And I don't think kids understand that concept. I don't think Liam, being 12 years old, knows that if he dies tomorrow, like that was just the end of his time. I mean, he sees his life, and I see his life as going on, for years and years after I'm gone. And he'll be old and happy and maybe find purpose or whatever. But I don't think kids can really get that. Sorry, I keep interrupting. I'll just let it play.
Nobody knows that, all right? Okay. You are not. Okay?
What I did was super illegal.
We are gonna get through with this, okay?
I'm just scared.
She asked a couple times she'll ever be able to go back to school.
Am I gonna be able to go
I want to tell my friends goodbye.
Huh?
Am I gonna be able to go back to school?
I don't know yet. Right now, we're just calling people.
Yeah, I would say that's probably one good thing that comes from it. I have more regrets now than I probably ever did, and I try to make them right because I focus on the finality of it all. Like, I would hate to snap at somebody that I loved because I got upset over something stupid, which happens all the time. I don't give a fuck. Make a video about it, but small things really fucking bother me, and I snap at people around me. And some of those people I love and care about. Others, chat, fuck you. But Mariah or Liam or Oliver. And I try to make sure that I make that right, because I'm terrified that I'll leave something undone or unsaid. And yeah, my life might end and it has nothing to do with it. But I like to think of all the times that I've engaged. Every time that I've engaged with my sons, Mariah's kind of grew up the way she grew up, and she's set. But every time I engage with my sons in whatever way, positive or negative, good or bad, that is shaping the person that they'll be, and that they'll be looking back over for the next 50 fucking years or whatever. So I even had a problem with, and Mariah will tell you, I've even had problems with Mariah being when your dad gets home, you'll see, I don't want my kids thinking about me like that, but everybody does it, right? Everybody's when your dad gets home, you just wait. But I even had a problem with that. I don't want them to think that I'm the bad guy when I come home and shit. But yeah, I think that's probably one good thing that's come out of it. I have no problem cutting somebody off that fucking pisses me off on the internet. Fuck you guys. But I have real life people that I don't want to do that with, I guess.
People. I don't know when. Possibly.
Yeah, because you're plotting my murder, Mariah.
I can't answer that for you, alright, Chad?
I don't want to hear it.
But yes, I want you to go back to school.
I just want to say goodbye to a lot of people.
Say good. Where are you going?
Jail. I stabbed someone. That's bad.
Oh.
That's really bad.
Let's not think about that, okay? Let's not think about that. Just calm down.
I can't do that. It may sound petty. It may sound horrible. It may sound like I'm a fucking piece of shit or something, but I can't. I understand I got a family. I understand my family loves me, and I understand that they'll remember me and blah, blah, blah. There's a drive in me to be something bigger, to leave a bigger legacy, to leave something behind, a mark. And I can't stop it. I don't know what it'll be. I don't think I've done it yet. But I want to leave a mark. I don't care if it's a footnote in a goddamn dictionary or some shit, or a history book. I want to leave a mark somewhere. And I don't think I have, not to the level. I know people would be like, well, you talked people away from Phil and you did this. I don't need a hype squad. I want a real mark that I left somehow. And I don't know what it'll be or when it'll come, but I want to leave something behind.
A lot of things are going on right now, okay? A lot of things are going right now, okay?
Okay. Are the handcuffs unnecessary? I'm a good child.
Did you see that? That's what I was saying. She snaps out of it. So JM, wherever you went, this is really weird. She's crying.
Okay. Are the handcuffs unnecessary? I'm a good child.
No tears, and are the handcuffs necessary? I'm a good child. That's what wigged me out when that fucking first happened.
Good child, but that's just what we have to do, policy.
Yeah, you're great, Mariah, but you're not enough for this need that I have inside of me. I'm sorry if that sounds horrible, but I gotta be something bigger. I've got to be something more. I feel like I was given a lot of gifts. You know, the whole time I grew up, people told me I was fucking smart and a genius, and you know, I was asked to skip grades, and they talked about the things that I would do and the things that I could do, and the things that I was supposed to go on and do, and then I kind of got crazy coming back from the military, and I feel like I've left a lot on the table and wasted a lot. I can't do that.
Especially if you're sitting in my car, you know.
Gotta itch my eye.
Gotta itch my eye.
I don't even know if my mom will want me to live there anymore.
Your mom loves you, okay? Your brother loves
They won't
you too.
trust me anymore.
What are you talking
They
about?
wouldn't be able to trust me anymore if they're funded. They would probably be too scared to use.
Now she's back to crying. So it's really weird about the handcuff question. And basically, Mariah, what I'm saying is I want to start swinging. That's basically what I'm saying.
Me back in the house.
By my mark, I mean chlamydia.
Okay.
I'm not saying that I will go to jail, but if I were to go to jail, how long would I be there for?
Now she's fixated on how long she's going to be in jail.
It's kind of a difficult question. So first of all, you're too young to go to jail.
Juvie?
So juvenile detention and jail, two completely different things. Because you're 12, correct? So you got to be at least 13 to go to jail. But I have no idea if you do or don't, and how long you'd be there.
Okay. Am I gonna be able to go back?
Remove shovel from like you know how to fucking use it. Alright,
Sit
so
down
now we're
with you, if
talking to
that's
the
okay?
parents.
Okay, so right now he's breathing. They're doing everything they can, but I was just talked to the doctor, and she was saying it's all good things right now.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
So
they thought the boy was going to survive, but apparently he died from looking up the story.
Both my kids tonight.
I know that this is a probably. I mean, I can't.
12-year-old daughter. I don't understand why she would do something like that. She's 12.
I can understand.
What the hell?
Hey, Sarge, I'm with Mom. What's up? I'm working on it right. Yeah, she just walked in. I'm working on it right now. All right.
Just shoot me a text as soon as you get that signed.
Okay, and I'm gonna have.
Just hold on to it. We don't need it here. We just need it signed.
Okay, Roger.
That's not the same.
All right,
That's not the
I'll call you
same
back.
thing, Ron. It's a different line.
Okay, and I'll send you his information. And all right, give me 1 second. I'll
Send it to Sean.
Roger. I'll call you right back here in about 5 minutes.
Okay, appreciate it.
All right.
Item 142 today.
Sorry about that. That was my supervisor. But I said I cannot imagine what you're going through right now.
She's never been aggressive or anything.
Yeah.
Not like her. Like it's like they bully each other like brother and sisters, but they never like fist fight or do anything like that.
So
It was
this is
just
completely.
He was in bed. He was downstairs trying to sleep. I don't know why she.
Slime eats bodies.
What the hell was she? I don't understand.
Eats organic material.
I heard him screaming, like the worst scream ever, and I thought maybe he was having a nightmare, so I started to try to wake him up. And there's blood.
So she just woke up to her son screaming, ran in there and went to wake him up, and figured out he was punched full of holes.
Everywhere. And he said, she stabbed me. She stabbed me. I was like, no. And he started going in and out of consciousness. And so that's when they told me to put him on the floor, do chest compressions. And I couldn't find my daughter anywhere. I was screaming her name, and she ran out after she did it because she was scared.
She ran out after she did it to her room. And so she was in the room when the mom came. She ran out of that room and threw the knife out the, or maybe they share a room and she threw the knife out the window, but then ran out of the room.
So right now she's safe and she's in custody with us right now. It is a really this is a very there's no.
So back to talking about my existential crisis because I can't get past it. I do have a drive to do something more and to be more and to do something else. I kind of envy people that say that, this is enough for me. This is what I've always, like Mariah. Like I'm envious of Mariah that she's satisfied. She wanted to be a mother. She wanted to raise a family. She wanted a husband. She wanted a happy life. That's cool. But I pity people who gave up, I guess. People who say like, oh, I wanted to do this or that or whatever, but I guess I'm just stuck at this job. And I'm thinking, man, you've got like what? From the time you turn to an adult, you got a max of like 60 years. Like you're just gonna sit here and waste it at this fucking factory or this or that or the like. Don't you want? If you're happy, by all means, stay happy. But if you're unhappy and making excuses like you can't do anything more, Jesus Christ, I couldn't live like that. I'd fucking throw myself in the conveyor belt and get stamped into a tire or a water heater or whatever the fucking factory made. Like I couldn't live like that.
No words that I can tell you that's gonna.
So weird. Why would she do that?
Those are answers we're gonna be looking for. And,
her mom mentions in this video, she doesn't curse. But when she came outside and was first talking to the police, she was screaming, I'm so fucking sorry. I'm so fucking sorry.
I'm like, it's just weird.
Which I thought was weird.
They don't really get along.
Do you think she snapped? Do you think it's like a mental thing? Do you think she's just evil? You think, she was sleepwalking? I don't know. But what do you guys think?
I agree, but that was...
Somebody else said that in chat, Spindle, Meyer.
Like that. That's crazy to me. Like, she was like...
This just happened in Oklahoma, I believe. Hold on.
Curse. Like, I don't know.
I can...
She's not a bad kid. Like, she doesn't do bad things. You know what I mean? Like, she
totally
doesn't get in trouble. It was weird, yeah.
What's her name?
Here's the news story. Body cam shows sobbing 12-year-old Tulsa girl telling cops she fatally stabbed 9-year-old brother. Some demonic shit. Hysterically crying 12-year-old told police officers this is from 9 days ago. No, it's from 9 hours ago. I'm sorry. Hysterically crying 12-year-old told police officers she was entranced by demonic shit after she stabbed her 9-year-old brother to death in their Oklahoma home. Newly released body cam footage shows. I'm so sorry, please. The girl can be heard saying, I really didn't want things to happen like this. I'm going to spend the rest of my life in prison. The girl, whose identity has not been released, admitted to officials that she used a knife to repeatedly stab the 9-year-old boy while he was sleeping in Tulsa's St. Thomas Square neighborhood shortly before midnight in January. So it happened in January. The brother was rushed to the hospital but died at 2:30 a.m. In the newly released footage, the girl was seen bounding out the door to meet police officers and immediately began profusely apologizing. I'm so sorry, she said through the tears. I don't know what the fuck happened. Her mother, identified by law and crime as April Lyda, Lyda, frantically follows and screams at her daughter as the young girl begs for forgiveness. There's stab wounds in the chest. You could kill him. Lyda tells her daughter, you better pray to God he fucking lives. The girl tells her mother she loves her and repeatedly apologizes. I'm so sorry. I don't know what happened. It's some demonic shit. The 12-year-old immediately tells police that she used a knife on her sleeping brother before running up the stairs to her bedroom and tossing the weapon out the window. She then offers to take cops to the spot where the knife landed while her brother lies dying inside. Here's a picture. Here's their family picture. Cops inspected the girl who had self-inflicted cuts across her arms while paramedics rushed her brother Xander to the hospital. He was taking emergency surgery but succumbed to his 3 stab wounds just over 2 hours later. According to Lyda, the girl had recently been put on medication before the attack. Oh no. Though the type wasn't disclosed. The grieving mother said The daughter never had behavioral issues until she was put back on medication that she was off of for over a year, but she never had any reason to believe the child was dangerous. In one heartbreaking portion of the interview with cops, Lada says that her now-deceased son will never forgive his sister. There will always be issues now between them, the mother said. At one point while in custody, the girl asked police, "Are these handcuffs necessary? I'm a good child." While sitting in the cruiser with the officers, the young girl repeatedly expressed her fears that she ruined her life and was going to spend the rest of her life in prison. The Tulsa deputies tried to reassure the terrified middle schooler, who at one point prayed to God to please help me. "I ruined my life," the girl says in the car. "I ruined my whole future. It's all my fault. I just want to wake up from this nightmare." The highly edited police footage does shine a light on potential motive. Does not shine a light on potential motive for the tragic fratricide. The Tulsa District Attorney's Office could not disclose any information about the case, including what charges are lodged against the 12-year-old because of her age. So they mute a portion here, but he comes back. I am a big believer in SSRIs and shit, man. They fuck with some people like crazy.
It's his father, yeah.
You shouldn't be put on depression medication, and one of the side effects is suicidal thoughts and tendencies. Like, what are you doing?
Levi.
I think we do have a mental health problem in the United States, but I think we may jump to medication too soon for children, especially. All right, chat. So since I have an existential crisis, you guys going to make me famous or what? Who's sharing the link? Whose business wants to sponsor the show? How many investors do we have? Let's
called you earlier.
Rolling, guys.
You totally disregard that because now
talking to him.
Protect the papa.
You're totally good. Yeah.
Okay. His number is 918.
Yeah, puberty, hormones, and medication. Who knows?
All the time. Like, they look at Jamie like that's...
There's even been some recent studies that came out that the way SSRIs interact with dopamine and shit like that, they need more... I'm not saying they're true. I think they need more review. But there's been some signs shown in some of these studies that they're not even affecting the right portion of the brain, that they're doing something else.
Third granddaughter too. Like, she doesn't get left out. Like, I just don't understand why she would have so much anger towards him, especially bedtime. Like, it's so weird. I mean, I should have told him no. He asked if he could sleep downstairs, and I said yes. I wish I would have said no.
Well, there's nothing. Don't blame yourself. There's nothing that you could have done differently.
I normally tell him no.
An SSRI is a selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors. So basically what it does is it increases the level of serotonin, and then it makes the receivers of serotonin easier to connect. Like, so serotonin is floating around and it has to be connected, and it puts more serotonin in the brain and makes the receivers, the things that connect to it makes them more susceptible to connect to more of them at one time.
It's not. I was like, yeah, fine.
I mean, there's nothing that you could have done differently. I mean, don't blame yourself for any of this.
I didn't protect him. I didn't know what she was going to do, so I didn't know. Like,
it's not your fault.
Supposed to know.
It's not you.
I know, but I feel like I didn't protect him. Like, it's his home. He's supposed to.
The worst part is, I think, when the dad comes in or somebody comes in.
Well, and again,
she breaks down right at the end of it.
Sister, you know that he will never forgive her. She will never. It will never be. There will always be issues.
I believe ketamine works for a lot of people. I think I've been thinking really hard about it, and I know it's not legal, and I don't know, somebody will probably make a video about me, but I think I want to do mushrooms again. I felt like it had kind of identified my purpose. I felt like a critical eye was placed on things that I was doing wrong and things that I was doing right. I felt like it stripped away some of, like, I don't know if it's like ego or pride or whatever. And I was able to identify, what I was doing right, what I was doing wrong, as if it was a third party. It wasn't like I was judging myself, even though nobody else was present. You know, it's a trip. even though I was judging myself, it was like some other third party knew everything about me and wanted to and knew everything about me and was laying it out there like this and this and this. When did you do them? The 2000s? I don't know what you want me to tell you. Like all through fucking high school.
Now between them, like what the hell is she thinking?
Well, it doesn't. I mean, she's 12 years old at that age. You know, there's a lot of things going on in the brain. She probably wasn't thinking. And I called
I think
earlier.
it's at the end of this next one. It's the last part.
Hello. Okay, he's here. So I'll meet him in the waiting room. She's gonna meet you in the waiting room. Bring you back.
All right, so the dad's there.
Yeah, just the waiting room with the children's hospital, the children's emergency room. Yeah, the children's side.
Probably when we were dating, maybe. I did a bunch of drugs when we were dating.
Okay. It's the St. Francis Children's Society, yeah.
So real quick, I know that I'm probably the last person.
They kept telling me, every time I did them while we were dating, I just kept getting this feeling I needed to run away. I don't know what was going on.
I want to talk to right now. But so what we need is a search waiver for the apartment so we can go through, have our crime scene detectives go through and do a thorough investigation of this. So you don't have to authorize us to do this.
This right here is awkward. Imagine this, okay? Imagine this. Your son has just been stabbed by your daughter. Okay? Are you with me so far? And the cops say, hey, it's a crime scene. We need to get crime scene investigators in there and do everything. Can you just sign this search waiver so they don't have to get a search warrant? Can you sign this search waiver? And you're like, I don't know. I'd like to be there maybe. And then the cop's like, well, we're not looking for drugs or anything. We're not doing any of that. She makes some excuses here that personally I think most people would be better off having a lawyer around for sure. But this doesn't seem natural to me. Just watch it.
This, but I mean, it would really aid in our investigation of trying to figure out everything that's going on.
We know what happened. My daughter says she got a knife and stabbed him 3 times.
Well, we need to find the knife.
She even interrupts and says, we know what happened.
Can I be there? I just don't know. I don't have anyone there right now.
Well, there's nothing. It's not like, I mean, if there's any, like, we're not looking for any, like, I'm not saying, I'm just saying, like drugs or anything illegal. It's not for that.
I just don't, yeah, it's fine. I'm going to sign it. I just don't have anyone that can be there right now.
Well, and that's the thing, there won't be any, like, because this is like crime scene detectives that go through, and it could even be homicide that goes through. And
I do have 2 cats there too. I don't want them to get out.
And they're not going to get out.
Okay, yeah.
So your name is, and you're only authorizing us to go through there.
Okay. Did she not get the knife for you guys when?
Well, she got.
Where it was?
Well, if it's inside the house.
She said it was in her room.
Okay, well, so that's the thing. We can't just go in there.
Yeah.
So the only thing I need to get from you is your signature right here. Here's a pen.
Right here?
Yeah. And then... Today's date, the 6th. What's your apartment? What's the...
Wait till you hear that when the dad comes in and it finally hits her that somebody's there that she can grieve with.
I'll give you guys...
Hi.
How are you? Go back over there and give them some time.
Hello. Okay, he's here.
So I'll meet him in the waiting room.
She's gonna meet you in the waiting room. Bring you back here. Yeah, just the waiting room with the children's hospital, the children's emergency room. Yeah, the children's side. Okay. It's the St. Francis Children's Society, yeah.
So real quick, I know that I'm probably the last person you want to talk to right now. But so what we need is to get is a search waiver for the apartment, so we can go through, have our crime scene detectives go through and do a thorough investigation of this. So you don't have to authorize us to do this, but I mean, it would really aid in our investigation of trying to figure out everything that's going on.
We know what happened. My daughter says she got a knife and stabbed him 3 times.
Well, we need to find the knife and
It's replaying now.
Can
Maybe
I be
it wasn't
there?
the last one. Oh, there it is. Where he comes in.
I'll give you guys.
Hi.
How are you? Go back over there and give them some time.
That's heartbreaking. That's heartbreaking when they come in like that and then she breaks down. That's crazy. All right, I got more. Maybe they'll be less sad. Let's see. Which one was that one? 1, 2. Was it 3 or 4? Let me hit 4. I didn't even watch this one, but it seems like it's got a good title. Here you go.
For this.
You've been driving around for get you to sign there with the Exodus.
So you don't even give a warning for this.
You've been driving around for 6 months like that.
I'm truthful.
Well, I'm not going to give you a warning for something you've been driving for 6 months. Either way, I'm issuing you a citation. Sign there, please.
Well, I don't want to sign it because I don't want to do $80.
You don't want to sign it?
No, because I don't think that I deserve to pay $80 for something that is fixable and I can fix it.
All right.
If that's all you want
Go ahead,
to do.
step out of the car.
Why?
Because you're under arrest. Step out. Step out of the vehicle.
No, I'm not.
Step out. Step out. I'm giving you a lawful order.
Rolling up the window. She's fixing a jet, dude.
Do not take off.
Shut up and give me that and I'll sign it.
Step out.
No.
We're beyond that.
Do you want me
Step
to-
out.
Oh. Uh-oh. Granny's all gassed up now.
See your head. Get out of the car. Get out of the car. Get out of the car.
I am not. You better leave me.
Granny got gassed. Oh, you can't tell me a woman of her years on this earth didn't just piss herself. She's pissed all over herself. Wait till this taser hits her. She's going to shit herself.
Hands behind your back. Now.
I said leave me alone. I mean it. Leave me alone.
Put your hands behind your back. Put your hands behind your back. Lay down and put your hands behind your back. Now.
I will stand up.
No, you will.
Lay down and put your... I will stand up. I will stand... Like, look, I would be, kind of upset for my mom or my grandma if she did this. But fuck, I mean, you left no options. Like, we mentally, we expect, like, people who seem vulnerable to be in the right and to be protected, but they're making decisions that lead to these. We expect the cop to, be the best negotiator and the best person, have the best day every day and always trying to be out there just trying to, but she's made these, she even ran from him.
Will not. You're going to get it again.
Yeah, she just shit her pants. That's why she rolled, to keep the pressure from going back in.
You did not have to taser me.
You wouldn't.
Mustang Sally, how many times have you been tased? That seems like that might be your hobby.
Comply.
You did not have to taser.
Sometimes willingly, sometimes not so willingly.
You did not have to taser me.
You wouldn't comply. You wouldn't get out. You tried to kick me. So, yes, I did.
Yeah, I tried to kick you because I'm a country girl. Because no, I didn't.
I tried to kick you because I'm a country girl. I tried to kick you because I'm a country girl. That was 4. So you did 1, 2, 3. Or was that 3 or 4? Hold on. Here's 4. Okay, that was 4. All right, let's scroll down past that one. I got to keep them in order here. Here's 5.
Evening.
Oh, this is a good one. Multiple parts.
You pull me over? Sure, as soon as you give me that driver's license. No, you got to
See that fist out the window? See that fist out the window? She calls it foreplay. Mustang Sally's pretty spicy. We might have to take the spicy away from Itsuko and give it to Mustang Sally. I don't think we can start calling Itsuko Wasabi or something. She hasn't been living up to her spicy name.
No,
Need her to get spicier, okay?
Okay, I'm giving you a lawful order to provide your driver's license. If you fail to provide it to me, you're going to go to jail tonight. You understand? You are. I'll tell you why I pulled you over, because you wanted to slow down to 29 mile an hour on the interstate. Yeah, when listen, I'm not going to deal with your rolling protest crap, okay?
Are you serious? Is it video?
Listen, yeah, it is. Give me your driver's license. I'm going to ask you one more time, okay? By law, you're required to provide your driver's license.
We can start calling it Suko Sorta Sabi instead of Wasabi. Sorta Sabi. Wasabi.
I've explained to you why I'm pulling you over, okay?
Say it one more time. Why are you pulling me over?
Because you slowed your vehicle to 29 mile an hour on the interstate.
Grab a drink. 29 miles an hour on the interstate.
I'm allowed to slow my vehicle in the performance of my duty. Because here's the deal. When I see you want to throw your little fist out the window, okay, that's great. That's great. And I'm also allowed to back off so I don't have to deal with it. Okay? But since you chose to continue to slow down and get to the point where you were impeding the vehicle behind you, now you're breaking a traffic law. So at that point, now you're going to get a ticket for it. Okay? Now I've explained to you the reason for the stop. Now I'm going to ask you one more time. I need to see your driver's license and I need to see your proof of insurance, please. Okay, go ahead and do that then.
I didn't slow down traffic.
You did slow down traffic. I'm not going to argue this with you, okay? Give me your driver's license, please. This is the last time I'm asking you. If I have to ask you one more time, you're going to be charged.
For what?
Failing to provide your driver's license.
It's right here the whole time on your video.
If you're not giving it to me, if I want to reach for it and you want to pull it away for me, do you want me to explain to you why you would be charged?
No.
Okay, just because you have it out doing this, that's not the same as providing me your driver's license. No, it's not, okay? I need to see your proof of insurance too, please. Go ahead and pull. Go right ahead.
Because I don't want you to shoot me for pulling out my phone, so I'll wait till you run my stuff.
Go ahead and give me your proof of insurance, please.
Right, that's on my phone. I don't want you.
I hate. She pulls out her driver's license every time he tries to grab it. Every time he tries to grab it, she pulls it back.
Shoot me, so I need you to watch me.
Go ahead and give me your proof of insurance, please.
Thank you.
Give me your proof of insurance, please.
Right, it's on my phone.
Okay, pull it up, please. Your phone's right there on your lap. I can see it. Go ahead and pull up your...
I'm grabbing my phone. Nothing else.
That's fine. Go ahead. You're being ridiculous. You're being absolutely ridiculous right now. You are. You are.
There's people dying.
Okay.
That's not ridiculous.
Go ahead and pull that up for me, okay?
I'm going to school to be just like you, and I'm glad you said
Okay.
that.
Well, then I hope someday you'll understand why I do what I do, okay?
You just said it's a protest crap. You said that word for word.
Because I don't want to deal with it. I don't have to deal with it. Not on the interstate, okay? This isn't the time and place for the interstate. Go ahead and pull that up, and I'll be right back with you.
Yes, I'm eating my son's Cheez-Its. What's it to you?
What's going on, man?
Steroids got me hungry.
I'm driving down the freeway. You know, I was looking for 93 and all that. So I pull out, and all of a sudden, I'm just driving along. I'm behind her. She slows down. I move around her. Out comes the fist out the window. Here, yeah. Come over here, dude. They're crazy on that side. The fist comes out the window, so I'm like, I don't need to deal with this. So I back off. I'm like, I just slow down. Well, she starts hitting the brakes and slowing down the whole time. The fist at me. So I keep slowing down. She
was trying to fist it.
Like 29 mile an hour. There's a car coming up behind her, and she continues to slow down.
Yeah, I've already seen it, Cindy.
So.
Thank you.
Absolutely no reason for it. And then when I ask her for her driver's license,
I've actually already contacted
him. Provide her driver's license. She'll stick it out, but then she pulls it away from me. Sticks it out.
Cheese balls. Good old cheese balls.
Why are you stopping?
Thank you.
I'm like, because I slowed down, and you slowed your vehicle to 29 mile an hour on the freeway. And you're impeding traffic. So she's arguing that she's not impeding traffic. So that's fine. So she's going to get a ticket.
Reminds me of going down on Mariah. Just rip it open, get in there. Woo! Tastes like cheese sometimes too.
Sense in it.
141B. 141B.
I usually only snack on toast and Vegemite.
Southampton.
Boy, she's got a bunch of speeding tickets. She had
4236 Colville Bowling Way just cleared. Another one helmet door and caller's not dealing with her.
She had 3 last year alone.
Not responsible 68.
You know what?
She doesn't have any warrants. Cromot. Whether you get a ticket on it or not, a lot of times depends on your attitude. It probably shouldn't. It should probably just be a standard. Like if you're this much over, you get a speeding ticket. If you're this much under, you get impeding traffic. If you don't stop at a stop sign, you get a ticket. It probably shouldn't, but a lot of it does. So he ends up going back to his car, but there's another one. Hold on. We'll go grab it. So she's doing the whole fist protest thing. It might be hard to find this. Hold on. Oh, is that it right there, isn't it? Here's part 2.
Hey, guys. Just hang back here so you don't wind up on a complaint.
Hey, guys, just hang back here so you don't wind up on a complaint. Oh, no.
It ain't worth it.
I actually, when I buy Mariah McFlurry, I get it with no toppings. Or I get the toppings on the side. I don't get any toppings mixed in it. Then I use my special mixer and put every one of those little creamy bites of Oreo in by hand, if you know what I mean. And Mariah's like, damn, this tastes good. And then it's almost like an aphrodisiac. If she gets the taste in her mouth, she realizes how much she wants it. And that always leads to the bedroom.
Hey, guys, just hang back here so you don't wind up on a complaint.
I haven't purchased a fully complete McFlurry in years. I use the old meat mixer.
Hello, sir. How are you?
Oh.
Here's what we're going to do.
Mr. Smith?
Yep, I'm still Mr. Smith. I haven't changed.
You haven't asked for my insurance card, don't you?
I did ask for your insurance card.
I had it. You walked away.
Okay.
Don't you want it?
I told you, go pull up your insurance card.
Don't you need it?
If you let me talk, I'll explain to you. I said,
okay.
what I said to you before I walked away was, I said, go ahead and pull up your insurance card,
right here.
and I'll be back with you.
Sir.
Okay, so I'm back with
Instead of the old KitchenAid, I pull out the Dickinade.
you now, so go ahead and show me your insurance card.
Especially what you about to tell me.
Go ahead and show me your insurance card. You wanted to bring it up and make an issue of it, so go ahead and show me your insurance card, please. Okay, you're required to show me your insurance card.
It's like her doing crack, but it's on the other side of my body, beyond the mission. On the other, like it's basically like a 180 out of phase.
Show me your insurance card, please.
What are you pulling me over for?
I've already explained that to you. Go ahead and show me your insurance card, please.
So your video camera's on?
Yes. Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
It shows that you said that.
Absolutely.
Right.
Go ahead and show me your insurance card, please.
I got you. I do have more.
She ain't gonna put that fist down, is she?
I don't need them up here.
Walking into my vehicle.
No, I didn't. I told them to stay away from your vehicle. You don't know what you're talking about, okay? How are you going to say what I told them? You have no idea. Go ahead.
Mariah, not only did I see the comment, I responded to the comment, I thanked the woman for the comment, and I said I'd already contacted the guy. Why are you texting me asking me if I saw the comment? Same thing to the person who keeps posting it on Facebook. I've seen it.
And pull up your... Okay. All right. I need to be able to read it. Okay, so hold it still, please, so I can read it.
I can read it to you.
No, I need to see it. You reading it to me doesn't prove that it's valid, okay?
I know my rights.
Okay,
Boom, boom. We have a winner. Anybody who says I know my rights has absolutely no idea what they're doing, and they're about to go to jail.
I think you have a concept of what your rights are, but I don't think you fully grasp it, okay?
I graduated in May.
All right. Well, what I'm going to show you is something.
I have a degree coming out.
She graduates in May in criminology.
Hey, that's great. Okay. I'd appreciate it if you quit calling me baby, okay? I'm not your baby. All right, let's get that clear. All right. So
it's protest.
Right here.
They have no black lives matter out.
I'm sorry.
Even though you're allowed to kill us, but it's a protest crap. That's what you said on camera, right?
Okay, you want to protest? That's all fine and dandy, but doing it on the interstate is not the place for it. Okay.
To who?
So anywhere, it's dangerous. It's dangerous. You're going to get somebody hurt. All right.
What's the problem?
Yeah, you are.
I'm driving legally.
I'm going to show you right here, so I'll make sure you're clear this because I'm going to be the bigger person.
This is a very good back and forth because I'm going to be the bigger person here.
Tonight, and I'm not going to write you the ticket, okay? So what I'm going to do is I am going to show you the traffic code right here where it says slow speed, impeding the movement of traffic. When you slow your vehicle down to 29 mile an hour on the freeway, there's also another one which the speed limits, not only is there a maximum speed limit, there's
a minimum
speed limits on the freeway.
It's usually like 15 miles below, so 65 is a 50. If you can't run 50, you don't need to be on there at all.
When you're doing 29 mile an hour, you're under those minimum speed limits, okay?
This was an amazing level of restraint from this cop. Maybe he did it because, you know, he didn't want it coming back, backlash, being a report, blah, blah, but he shows a lot of restraint, even though he does take some shots. I would give him like a A- probably.
So what I'm going to do now tonight is I'm going to give you a warning for your traffic infractions, okay? If you want to protest me, you want to hate me, that's fine. I don't care, okay? I'm still going to come when you call for help, all right? So I want you to know that, okay? But what I'm going to do...
Yeah, it is posted some places, Firefly. Tennessee doesn't post minimums, but I've been to a bunch of states that do. Minimum and max speed are posted. Some state regulations require it on their interstates.
I'm going to give you a warning tonight, all right? If you want to protest this, go stand in front of the police station. Go stand down. I don't know. I don't know.
I don't have time
okay.
for that.
Well, doing it.
Do you live in the Midwest, Melissa? I've seen a lot of out in the Midwest where they'll stop traffic and they'll run a quarter-mile races and just have it blocked off for like a couple races to go, and then they'll go ahead. But I didn't know if it was anywhere else. I've seen it in the Midwest, though.
On the interstate's not the place to do it. Here's your ID back. You're free to go, all right? It's not the place to do it.
It's almost like a rolling roadblock.
You're free to go. Have a good night. Hey, guys.
You're free to go. Have a good night. That was the cop did a pretty good job there. Next. We will get to the Derek Johnson thing. I know a bunch of people have told me about it, and Mariah doesn't seem to acknowledge that I've said it twice, so we will get to it. Oh, I shared myself. This is part 2. Never mind. I shared myself part 2. Next.
Listen, if you're not watching the chicken wars on TikTok.
Oh, my God. I have had so much fun today on TikTok while I've been sick and drowsy and passing out. This Benadryl fucking takes my ass out. I've had so much fun watching the chicken wars of 2023. If you don't know what's going on TikTok right now, a creator made a video, this one, and it went viral. So we're going to look at the video, the first 3 responses, then probably the best ones that have been made. Here's a culmination, compilation of them.
I have gathered all the...
This guy kind of gets on my nerves. He's too flamboyant, but... He had most of the videos together. These are the chicken wars of TikTok 2023.
You better watch out there, pal. Me and my posse are on our way to kick some ass and take some
So that guy made that video, and then he gets 2 responses. Then it went fucking viral as hell.
Fucking pull up.
Fucking pull up.
Let's fucking go, boys.
Let's go, boys. Becky Manzo just subscribed for 6 months in a row. Thank you very much, Becky Manzo. Everybody's skin seems to be thickening up. We're getting more resubscriptions and not as many people running away and crying.
You don't want this.
You don't want this.
You don't want it.
Oh, it's on like Donkey Kong. Out here getting the squad trained up and ready. See you in about 8 weeks.
See you in 8 weeks because she's just got chicks. See you in 8 weeks.
Let's go. Oh, I didn't know we were bringing only small cocks.
This guy says I didn't know we were bringing only small cocks. Never mind.
My bad. Have a nice day. There's only one guy going to win this second war. These girls are ready for battle.
These girls are ready for battle. Look at all those chickens.
Trust me.
I'm amped. This guy's at a fucking poultry farm in a chicken suit. At a poultry farm in a chicken suit with his pit vipers on.
Think you want smoke?
They don't want no smoke. Charge. This is probably the greatest trend right now going on TikTok, and it's literally happening now. Like, I found the first video first thing this morning, and since then it's went off the fucking chain, dude. It has been amazing. So check out Chicken Wars on TikTok if you have a TikTok app.
Good morning, everyone. If you have
I shared one of this guy's videos one time, and since then I've been doing some research. Anybody I share their videos, usually it recommends their videos to me, and I've been doing some research on this guy. This guy's name is Tizzy Ent, E-N-T, or something like that on TikTok. And he's left, and he's like a social justice warrior, but sometimes these people deserve to be called out. Sometimes they're being super Karens. I've seen him share some stories that I don't believe are even true. He's sharing one right now about a gay couple that kissed on a golf course and they got arrested for sexual harassment of a minor or some shit. I've seen zero proof that's even true other than a Reddit post. And even when people offered to pay for their lawyers, offered to pay for a countersuit, lawyers actually came in and said, I'll represent you. The people said, oh, we got to, my girlfriend needs to go to therapy. My girlfriend needs to go to therapy first. We're thinking at least a couple months of therapy before we even pursue any legal options, which tells me that's probably a fucking lie. They're lying over there on Reddit. But when I started doing some research about Tizzy got in a little bit of trouble a year or two ago for calling people out. He decided it would be a good idea to call out a 10-year-old girl. Then advise people, she made her account private. And this is why, because she made a comment he didn't like on TikTok. He responded to her and she said, this is the US, I can do what I want. Then he mobilized his audience because she made her video private from all the hate to befriend her and then start sending her hateful spam, a child. And then when that didn't get enough attention, she went out and found her boyfriend and told other 10 to 12-year-old girls to contact the boyfriend so the boyfriend would leave the little girl and find some other internet girl and make her feel even worse. These are children. These are fucking, and she is right. She can comment whatever the fuck she wants. You put it out public, this 10-year-old girl can say whatever the fuck, 10 or 12 or whatever, can say whatever the fuck she wants. Why would you mobilize millions of people, hundreds of thousands of people against a fucking child? Now, he got some backlash, took the video down, stayed off the internet for a few months, then come back like it didn't fucking happen. Fuck this guy.
Good morning, everyone. If you have a moment, hop over to Iona Loves Sean XX. She's one of those people who thinks the internet exists so that her 10-year-old ass can say whatever she wants with no repercussions. She did make her account private because she was afraid of everyone coming to visit her. So my suggestion is you could send her a friend's request, then bomb her page once she accepts.
Send her a friend request, and then once she accepts it, bomb her page. Bomb her page. Who the fuck are you? You're a 60-year-old fucking man trying to be hip with the cool kids by being a social justice warrior. A fucking 10-year-old dude?
You can simply report her account. But
mass report her account. And again, he says she left a comment on my video I didn't like. I addressed it, and she said, it's the internet, it's the US, I can do what I want. Which is 100% true. This is 100% true. It's the internet. It's the U.S. You can leave any comment you want. He doesn't say it was racist or if it was homophobic or it was whatever. He just said she had an issue with my content and left a comment.
I think it's a good lesson to learn that you can't just say whatever you want and not have repercussions. Have a great day. Hi. Hey everybody. So the other day I posted a video about a young girl who decided to jump on my videos, and when I approached her about it, she was like, I don't give a fuck, I can do what I want, I can say what I want.
Yes, she can. And why are you approaching a fucking 10-year-old in your comments anyways? Here's the scenario. Here's how I handle this. And there's a person who absolutely fucking hates me for making fun of them, that their daughter, not by their own, not because they told their daughter to, their daughter contacted me and she mentioned something about high school. And at first I was kind of like, being a troll. And she mentioned something about high school, and immediately I said, I didn't realize you were a minor, and blocked her. Why? Because I don't need to engage with a 17-year-old online. I shouldn't be engaging with a 17-year-old line. I shouldn't be setting them straight. I shouldn't be fucking parenting them. I shouldn't be doing a goddamn thing with them. I'm a 35-year-old man. He's a 60-year-old man. If the comments bother him, all he has to do is block them. He'll never see another fucking comment. But to engage and then get so upset that she says she can do what she wants, to send your following to harass a child. What the fuck is wrong with you?
And I was like, cool. And I sent you all to pay her a visit. And many of you did, and thank you for that. Well, her account...
I sent you all to pay her a visit, and many of you did, and I thank you for that. Gloating in the fact that he harassed a 10-year-old online. You know how many fucking 10-year-olds I could destroy online? But that's not something I probably plan on being part of.
Was called Iona Loves Sean, and it's all about how she's obsessed.
This is the creepy part. Her account was called Iona Loves Sean, and she's obsessed with her boyfriend, and the account's all about how she loves her boyfriend.
Sean, even though they're 12 years old. Well, today, I found Sean. Now, here's the thing. I don't want anyone to go give Sean hate. Actually, Sean seems like a really sweet guy. If anything, I think Sean deserves better. So I figure there's got to be some followers here that are around the age of 12. Lovely.
If anything, Sean deserves better. So if I have any 12-year-old followers, why don't you go hit him up and show him what a real lady's like? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Young ladies who are also nice. So why don't you hop over and pay Sean a visit?
Yeah, all social media is 13, but I mean, nobody follows that.
That is, if you like good-looking young men with chestnut brown hair who also have Australian accents.
Good-looking young men with chestnut brown hair who have Australian accents. You should go check him out. How fucking creepy is this? It wasn't enough to call out a 10-year-old. It wasn't enough to hate raid a 10-year-old because, again, she said, I don't give a fuck. I can do what I want. And I've seen the comment. I'm pretty sure she doesn't even type out the word fuck because TikTok would probably filter that. It's like F and then like some symbols. He hate raids her page and then tries to get her boyfriend hooked up with a random 12-year-old on the internet.
With chestnut brown hair who also have Australian accents. And maybe explain that he deserves better than someone who's nasty on the inside. Thanks. Bye.
He's like a middle school girl. And since then, I've been looking at some of his other reactions. So a lot of creators broke away from him back in the day when this all happened. And he had some other issues that popped up as well. A lot of other creators broke away from him. A lot of them. Let's just see if somebody.
Okay, can someone explain to me what the hell is happening on TikTok right now? Because I took a little 2-week break because I had COVID and the holidays and everything. And I come back and everybody is pissed off at Tizzy. Now, I really admire this.
The first comment says he said he supported DV against a problematic black female creator and went after and sent his followers after a minor, which also led to Deep Dives 1.
This man, and I want to be able to judge what happened for myself, but I'm not able to piece together the little bits I found online.
It was discovered he did and said things, then deleted these things in the past that weren't good, but he admitted to it and apologized. Who cares? If this is the first fucking thing that pops up in his head, who gives a fuck? Like, you don't get a do-over with children. Nobody sleeps with a child and gets a do-over and says, well, I admitted it and apologized. Nobody fucking hate raids. Nobody fucking shows up and tries to kick a child's ass and gets a do-over. Like, imagine if he showed up to our house to fight. Would you be like, well, you know, they didn't actually fight and he admitted it and apologized, so...
Is it really that hard to have some respect for Asian culture during Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month? Not even respect, maybe just not ridicule our culture.
This is what's crazy about the social justice warriors. They eat each other alive. Like, you can never be woke enough. You can never be a big enough warrior, right? You'll always forget one of the fucking holidays that's made up, or the months of celebration, or what. You never be enough.
Don't ever tag these people in my comments.
You know, the snippet from that previous video should be made into an audio, because same. And essentially, if you don't know who those people are, it's them right here. It's the the Justice Society of TikTok. All of them, without question, have made a career, at least here on TikTok, of being like the arbiters of justice. Their natural ability to create bandwagon fallacies and other logical fallacies is what really has given them their stardom here on TikTok. They really have a knack for
Spicy underscore Axico cheered Dex 500.
That's right. Thank you very much, Spicy.
You sure
or
about
some
that?
Sabi. Thank you very much.
You sure about that? You sure about that?
Partly with a chance of wasabi. Thank you very much for the donation. So one of the ones I'll always point to and say, you don't have. We live in a world where whether you're for or against, whether you're pro or anti, people feel like they have to have an opinion immediately. They don't want to wait on any evidence to come out. They don't want to wait on anything to be verified. They don't want to wait on the fucking details. They immediately want to be outraged in one way or the other. One of the cases I'll always throw up about jumping to the gun is the crazy dog park lady. Do you guys remember the lady that was set up? The video came out. This crazy lady in the dog park she has her dog off her leash, and she just calls the cops on this bird watcher who happens to be black. Do you guys remember that story? Everybody was outraged, calling the cops on a black guy for not doing anything, for just telling you need to get your dog on a leash, blah, blah, blah. It happened in Central Park. It was an area where the dogs weren't allowed to run free. They needed to be on a leash, and it wasn't, but it was early in the morning, and she said she did it all the time early in the morning because there weren't people there. Now, she was in the wrong for not having her dog on a leash. But not a single fucking story, not a single fucking influencer that covered it, not a single fucking person that talked about, went back and talked about the posts that this guy was a serial harasser of people in the dog park. Hold on. And this makes this lady look much less crazy, okay? Let me see if I can find this woman or this guy. Hold on. I want to read you something that he posted and then deleted, but everybody had access to it. All right, here we go. Before this incident ever happened, there were multiple comments under his video saying, oh my God, I've ran into this guy before with my dog. I've run into this guy before with my cat or dog or whatever, walking my dog in the park. If he reacted to her the way he reacted to me, some of them were black people too. If he reacted to her the way she reacted to me, no wonder she called the cops. This guy's unhinged. So the guy, before this ever happens, he posts this online. There's the conflict. Well, let me find the actual post. Oh, shit. That's not the post. That's the back and forth. Hold on just a second. I know it exists because I found it for other people who were toting this fucking line for this guy. Here you go. This was the post he made. Central Park this morning, this before the story went viral. Central Park this morning, this woman's dog is tearing through a plantings in the Ramble. Me, ma'am. Dogs in the Ramble have to be on a leash at all times. The sign is right there. Her. The dog runs are closed. He needs his exercise. Me. All you have to do is take him to the other side of the drive outside the Ramble, and you can let him run off leash all you want. Her. It's too dangerous over there. Too many cars. Me. Look, if you're going to do what you want, I'm going to do what I want. But you're not going to like it. Her, what's that? Me to the dog. Come here, puppy. She says, he won't come to you. He's my dog. He says, we'll see about that. I pull out the dog treats that I carry for just such an intransigence. I didn't even get a chance to toss any treats to the pooch before Karen scrambled for the dog. Don't touch my dog. That's when I started recording with my iPhone. And when her inner Karen fully emerged. So the guy waits for people to bring their dogs off leash. Then he makes a threat. You're not going to like, now we don't, like in her mind, like you have to admit, like she was upset, but probably rightfully so. In her mind, this could be fucking poison. This could be him trying to, you're not going to like what I do next. And then he's carrying around dog treats. Why is he carrying around dog treats if he isn't doing this to multiple people? So he pulls out dog treats and tries to either, one, take her dog from her, or two, kill her dog by offering it these treats that he set up himself, said, you're not going to like this. He posted this with the original video. He posted all of this with the original video, and people grabbed the video and ran with it, and not a single fucking person included the post. Then comments below that saying, oh my God, he did this to my dog. Oh my God, this guy's crazy. He approached me in this way. He flipped out on me and said he was going to steal my dog. He flipped out on me and said my dog should be killed. No one fucking talks about that. They just show this crazy lady screaming crazy things, but not a single fucking person talks about how crazy she is or why she is crazy. Probably rightfully so, like I said. You don't have to have an opinion. You don't have to be a social justice warrior immediately. Same thing with the box that were recently going on. The pregnant nurse and 5 black guys, and she tried to rent she paid for a bike, and he slams it back into the rack to resets it, then he rents it. Like, the shit's crazy. Like, all you have to do is wait on the rest of the story. But they only want to run with a narrative that fits theirs. Right? They don't want to say, oh, well, look, if I had my dog out there and someone's like, you're not going to like what I'm about to do. And then I'm like, please don't. And then they pull out something out of their pocket and they're like, here, take this to the dog. I'm going to be fucking pissed too. I don't know that I would call the cops, but if I was a woman, I probably would. It's always interesting to me. Like the people on the left have a hierarchy of where they'll jump for. So, woman being at the very bottom, you'll never get a white male. They'll never freak out for a white male, but you get a woman, and then you get a woman of color, and then you get a man of color. Okay? You get a woman, then a woman of color, then a man of color, and then someone who identifies as some other sexual orientation. That's the next level. And then beyond that, it's just different, more lesser known orientations that they just keep piling up from that point. And it's so fucking weird how this is a woman and a black guy. No, not a single person jumped to the woman's defense. It was like, well, was he trying to poison her dog or take it? Why would he even be feeding it? What if he would have got the dog to come to him with treats? What would have been the next step to resolve this information or this situation? Take it? Run away with it? Not let her have it back? What is the next logical step that he would have taken? Who the fuck knows? But I would have been upset too. People are crazy. They just want to jump on the bandwagon as quickly as they can. I can't do nothing about buy me a coffee. I don't know if it's working or not. It's refreshing on my end, but I can't see like the donation portion of it. I just see the results.
From here on TikTok. They really have a knack for disseminating information in a way that fuels mob mentality. But at the end of the day, they don't understand. They don't see themselves as like, hey, the potential problem. They see themselves as a hero because in all the situations, they're front and center. Sure, a lot of the times they can be talking about BIPOC issues, but no, they're front and center. It's just a bunch of pseudo-justice in an effort to virtual signal. But a very good point that the previous creator of the Stitch video that I did brought up, which is...
I like this guy's points.
These individuals often find themselves having to walk.
It's always about them, even if they're talking about like, BIPOC. It doesn't matter. Like it's always about them. And that's what they like.
Back their accusations because more often than not, they're wrong.
Please don't ever tag these people.
Oh, this audio's been removed.
You know, normally I give my mutuals grace before doing videos about them. But these two goofies, I'm on your bumper with all red shells. Buckle up. Let's talk about it.
Domestic violence is not typically one-sided. It's usually both parties engaging in physical violence.
This is where it all started before he harassed the 10-year-old, by the way.
I want everyone to listen to that real clearly because this is one of the talking skin tags.
Then you go on to dehumanize this black woman.
He's pitting.
This is one of the talking skin tags. Is that what he just said about her?
Shells. Buckle up. Let's talk about it.
Domestic violence is not typically one-sided. It's usually both parties engaging in physical violence.
I want everyone to listen to that real clearly because this is one of the talking skin tags.
Then you go on to dehumanize.
Damn.
He's pinning both ankles behind her ears and then lathering herself in like animal lard.
And then for someone who stands with the black...
Pinning both of her ankles behind her ears, then lathering herself with animal lard. What the fuck?
Community to wish domestic violence on her?
Some small part...
I think we could make Bull a social justice warrior for sure.
Part of me has my fingers crossed that you crazy kids find each other, and I'm wondering if you keep that same energy when you're the punching bag.
I'll be right back for you.
This is where the 10-year-old responded about that video he just made. 10-year-old responded, and that's when the harassment started, by the way.
Black Lives Matter, right? And you follow me? Yet this is what you say on Tizzy's video? Then you tell a black woman to run along? And
the phrasing of this video is brilliant. Staples' face, position, and Brian's, damn it.
Black Lives Matter, right? And you follow me? Yet this...
And Brian's good guy, and she believes him. So finding each other is a non-issue.
On Tizzy's video.
Oh, there it went. Someone bought you 3 6-packs. Keep doing your thing. Your way. Grifters debunked. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Then you tell a black woman to...
This is disgusting. Did you just take me in my own video? Laugh out loud. Run along. This is see how a bunch of them came out. A bunch of people came out against him. One of them was a 10-year-old.
Run along? And y'all wonder why Lex Scott ally training is so fucking important. Y'all thought y'all ate. Keep that same energy with me. Goofy. You know.
Yeah, nah. Y'all can stop tagging that man under my post. Y'all can stop doing that because he's friends with a white woman who got married on a plantation. The same white woman that worked with a Middle Eastern man to sit here and try to make me look like a horrible human being by posting my old criminal record and try to make me out to be a child abuser. All because I called her and her best...
I don't know who she is. Let's look her up.
Start a fight in 1 sentence or less.
Lactation consultants recommending that every baby in the history of ever have their lip and tongue ties revised is not only not evidence-based, it's predatory as fuck.
Start a fight in 1 sentence.
This kind of looks like Florida! This kind of looks like Florida!
And he Anytime I'm tagging videos of racism, human rights violations, and they're bare for Florida. This kind of looks like Florida. Got it.
I have good money to spend here. Real money.
You're not going to like her?
Children loving money, non-gay money.
We have a friend outside and he's using us.
Fucking children. You're trying to have sex with children. That's what I'm hearing. Oh, probably gay. I would imagine one was
This is clearly fat phobia.
It's just that it's fucking always the season. You know, like the weirdo gay fucking season where everybody wants to have sex with children. Oh, it's fine. I'm leaving now.
His name is Tory Dahl. That's Toreydah.
Just straight doxing people.
Interesting that Tory's going off about pride and children when he pled guilty to distributing tobacco to a minor back in 2009 and posing in photos like this with captions like this with the F slur with the homeboy that you got evicted with back when you lived in Alaska. I'm pretty sure this is you, but it's kind of hard to tell with the really moody lighting. But the biggest issue I have is when you say this.
Children loving money. Children loving money.
Children loving money. What an odd thing to say. When people like this get weirdly aggressive about CSA, it's projection. All I gotta say about that is someone should really check out Tory Dahl's hard drive,
essay,
just to be safe. And if you find yourself in the downtown Caldwell, Idaho area,
I got more videos. I just want to see who she is. When you're the first female vice president, but you can't claim it since your party doesn't recognize genders. From her responses, I know what kind of person Amy is. And
because
is she calling out this woman too?
So that video is from Alliance OBGYN Group out of Orlando, Florida.
Go watch Dr. Clark's video for the full context, but essentially this white OBGYN in Florida thought it would be a stellar idea to film a patient, a woman of color, in a compromising position while on the operating table prepped for some sort of procedure. She states that the patient needed 27 Q-tips to get her belly button clean, perpetuating the racist trope that women of color, namely black women, are dirty. The physician
Wait a second. Is there a trope about women of color's belly buttons?
in the video is not only a provider
But first of all, did she give permission? So almost always they have to ask permission for this. Like even Dr. Pimple Popper, they have to sign waivers and shit.
Alliance OBGYN in Orlando, she's the medical director, and according to her Facebook, a self-proclaimed asshole. We know
Silent warrior, wild and daring, full of freedom. This is one of those Amy's ironic Facebook post. It's ironic.
Amy. Anyway, in that horrific display of unethical behavior, you actually showed what appears to be the top of that patient's vulva. So I went ahead and reported you to the Department of Health in Florida so they can see how silly and goofy your sense of humor is. Feel better soon, Amy.
So that video is from Alliance
OBGYN states that the patient
Very angry Karen email.
a self-proclaimed asshole display of unethical.
They've made Karen like a racist term. I don't give a fuck anymore. They've done it. Sorry, I'm looking for something right quick. That can't be the right video. Hold on. TikTok.com/T/capital Z TRE lowercase A3 Oh, that's QUG. A3 QUG. I put GUG last time, I think. Slash, and then there's a time code for 2 seconds. Slash variable T equals 2. I was making sure it's probably taken down, yeah.
Because I've done nothing to you but buy you a drink and food, and all I've asked.
Oh God, we've all seen this.
And yet you act. This is the problem in our country. You act.
This is all
like,
over TikTok
oh my God,
for a
what's
while.
wrong? I asked you a simple question. You look at me like I can't. What was the question? What's the answer? Do you remember anything? You don't.
Do you remember anything?
Yeah. What's the difference in voting rights between 200 years ago and 100 years ago?
Dr. Miami. Alliance. This is on Alliance OBGYN. So let's see if their page is still up. Alliance OBG. Alliance OBGYN group. They might not even have their page up anymore if it caused this much issue. It doesn't look like it's an account. Oh, there's an apology video.
There's a saying that we all know about, never leaving the house without clean underwear or leaving lint in your belly button. Never did we imagine that a parody based on that would be misinterpreted as body shaming or degrading to persons of color. Quite a while ago, I took a medical colleague into surgery. Prior to surgery, all patients are given a special antibacterial cleanser to reduce the amount of germs and particles on the skin. It's especially important in
It was a medical colleague. It was someone else. Is someone else in the video?
Laparoscopic surgery to
That worked
thoroughly
there?
clean the belly button to prevent infection. Once at the hospital, these steps are repeated in the operating room by your surgical team. We posted a video holding many swabs to show that the belly button can never be too clean. The video clip was met with humor, and we posted it a few months ago with her consent as a parody.
With her consent as a parody, exactly. They raced to this to call her out, to get her canceled, to submit her license number.
Night, a fellow OBGYN physician on this platform, along with one of her friends, started posting video responses and comments regarding our post. It was brought to our attention that our video was being misinterpreted as being degrading toward women of color. That was never our intention at all, and I sincerely apologize to anyone if that is how our video
They're
came
holding
across or
people
was interpreted.
hostage with this shit.
We removed the video and have personally responded with apologies to the people who have contacted us. Those of you who know us know that we stand for education, empowerment, evidence-based medicine, and entertainment.
Didn't seem like that other woman
colleague is
posted
not
a,
black. The video
an
was taken
update,
with
did
her
she?
knowledge and posted with consent, and it does not show anything more than her abdomen. Without having the background information of who this was and that it was a parody, I can understand that this may have come across inappropriate.
Jesus
and again,
Christ,
we
dude, y'all gotta
apologize
chill the
and we've
fuck
removed
out.
the video.
They're taking all the fun out of the internet. And someone's gonna be like, "Oh, you think racism's fun?" No, you're taking the fun out of the internet.
He said, "Cash out Brazil."
Now they're sharing everything. Oh, it says why it's always important to have a clean belly button. Okay, I see the video. Then they said they shared the top of her vulva. Maybe, except that's so I'm not going to show this video just in case somebody report it. But what it looks like to me, okay, you know how pregnant women down from their belly button have a split line, right? So here's what the video shows. I'll draw it over here because who loves useless drawings? We do. So they're saying that they showed a portion of her vulva. So here's what's going on. There is a big ass belly. Okay. And there is a belly button right in the center of it. This would be the belly button. Boop, 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 boop. Now, when we pan up, doctor is standing right here with the Q-tips, okay? Doctor is standing right here with the Q-tips. Now, there is some, like, the leg kind of interferes right here, right? And the leg goes up from there. Now, one might think that the other leg is right here, and there's a little piece of flesh or something shown right there is a vulva, right? Maybe. The problem is, if you just look at the video for just a couple seconds, they showed the top of her vulva. If you just look at a video for a couple seconds, I'm fixing to show it to you. You know how when women get super pregnant from their belly button, they'll get a line, a seam that runs down from their belly button? You know what I'm talking? No, they'll have like a darkened area, like a line. They almost look like a watermelon. They'll have a darkened line. Well, not every woman gets that, but when they do get it, it goes from their belly button down. There is no line from here to here. The line actually goes from here to here, and we're looking at the side of her belly, and her other leg is over here in stirrups. So here's the video here. It's not a stretch mark. It's just a darkening straight below. See this line here that goes straight down? See how it darkens? They're saying, oh, my God, you showed the top of her vulva, but her other leg is over here. Her belly button's here. There's that line going straight down. There's that line going straight down. And then over here would be her other leg. What a fucking idiot. Yeah, it does look like a watermelon, like a watermelon's ripened. Here's a video that everybody's mad about. You have to watch it in the top corner because these two people reacted to it. So then they pan up. There's no vulva. There's no vaginus. I don't even know what to call it anymore. It's not there. They're talking about this piece of skin or equipment. That could be anything. That could be something on the fucking floor that's out of focus. That's what they're talking about. But you think if her top of her vulva was right here, wouldn't you think there'd be another leg real close? Or is her pussy all the way on one fucking side? So everybody's worried about the fact that this might be her vagina, but nobody's worried about the fact that her pussy's attached to her thigh. It's a medical mystery, I tell you. Yeah, because her other leg, she's in stirrups. That's the doctor beside her. That's her kneecap going out. You think her knee goes out like that, motherfuckers? You think her knee goes up and then hangs a right, and her pussy is in the crack between her belly or her pubic region and her leg. Got it.
Subscribed for 9 months.
I'm gonna have to teach these motherfuckers some anatomy. So look at the angle her knee's at. Would it make more sense that both her legs come up and turn straight out at the knee, or that one leg is going this way because the other leg is in the foreground going the same way? What fucking idiots, dude. What fucking idiots. That piece of equipment on the floor is her pussy leg. That's her vulva leg. Jesus Christ. Y'all are idiots, dude. Y'all are idiots. Always want to jump on it quick. Got to jump on it quick. Got to get it out of here. Got to have a response right away. Let's see what else we got before we move on to DJ. Oh, this was just really sad, I think.
Disrespectful and I had to go. I got a call from her after my landlord's wife told me my chalk art was...
So this lady does chalk art. There's actually a video before this. Let me grab it. This lady does chalk art, and her chalk art is literally Pokemon. Her chalk art is Pokemon.
My landlord's wife told me my chalk art was disrespectful and I had to go. Yesterday, I was doing chalk art in the driveway. My landlord drove by to check it out, seemed really interested and excited for me. I wasn't finished yet, so I told him to come check it out tomorrow. So today, he pulls up with his wife. She immediately tells me that what I was doing was disrespectful and not okay. I explained that it was chalk art and it would wash away once it rained. She told me that I have been so disrespectful to her a lot and that she's let me get away with a lot and that she was not happy. I told her that I wasn't being disrespectful and that I would wash it off myself. She kept calling me disrespectful because I didn't ask. Okay, well, I didn't...
It's chalk, and it literally goes away with the rain. It's her driveway of a house she's renting. Why can't she... What if this was kids? Would you do the same thing?
I think I need to, but now I know. But what blows me away is that she kept...
Someone just subscribed because of this segment? That's right.
Things like, Kara, we have conflict and you're disrespectful to me, and I know there are other places to rent, so if you don't like...
What she does is she draws it all in chalk, and the chalk's obviously really light. Then she wets it down and uses a paintbrush to darken it up.
Here, you could just leave. Which, any issues we have had in the past are all one-sided. She comes at me for the littlest things or flips things around to make me seem irresponsible. However, she says that to me
so landlord was fine with it. Landlord's wife was very upset about it and basically said, if you don't want to live here, there's plenty of other places you could live. There's plenty of other places you could live and get the hell out of here. And then this phone call happens here.
My landlord's wife told me my chalk art was disrespectful and I had to go. I got a call from her after this text.
So she says, hey, I need a copy of my lease, thanks. Sends a text that just says, hey, I need a copy of my lease, thanks. Because she wants to see if fucking chalk artwork is against the rules of the lease. Here's the phone call.
So, did we sign a lease with you?
Well, yeah, whenever I moved in. And I signed it.
Well, I know it was. So
I would feel different about it if she was drawing like 80-foot by 30-foot nudes, just fucking cock swinging all over the driveway or something. But it's Pokemon, lady.
Are you wanting to move?
No, I just want a copy of it.
Well, usually we make a copy and send it to you, so I'm surprised you don't have one.
Yeah, I don't get one.
I have to look it up. I've been at the office.
Okay.
And I just wanted to tell you that I'm really sorry what happened Sunday, but, you know, things aren't going, we're just dealing with a lot of different people, and I just cannot have that on the driveway. I know it's art. I know you're an artist, and I'm sure it was very good, but I can't have that there.
That's okay. I've been able to do it on the sidewalk, so I understand not, wanting to do it in the driveway, but...
You're doing it on the sidewalks?
Yeah.
In front?
Yep.
Lots of leases have a clause for permanent modifications. This is literally the definition of the opposite of permanent.
And the city says it's all right?
Yep.
So now the city's letting her do it on the sidewalk, and is not the driveway, the city sidewalk. That's not good enough for her. She wants to call the city and make her stop doing it on the sidewalk too. Hiccup, which is crazy.
Well, I don't know that I really am happy about that either. Are you just trying to test me? Karen, I don't understand. I don't understand this at all. I really don't understand. Most people that live in an area, they want to, I know it's art to you, but to some people it's not, it's graffiti.
Imagine having to call the city because your landlord is so fucking crazy. You're like, am I allowed to use chalk on the sidewalk?
Graffiti, and it's not a lot of art. I just don't understand this, you see. I'm having a little hard time. I think if you want to do art, why don't you just, I don't know, but I drive everywhere and I don't see that on any rentals, any sidewalks, anywhere in driveways or anything. Maybe way down in the south, there's some place that people don't want to keep their places nice. I've been.
You know what? I'm not breaking any laws. It's not anything that's like rebellious. It's completely fine. It's temporary. It's, First Amendment right.
So you asked the city and they said it'd be all right.
I did ask the city and they said it was okay.
Well, I guess I'll have to talk to the city.
Okay, that's fine.
Because I don't see that. I just don't get this. I'm sorry, I don't understand you anymore. I don't understand why you.
Well,
it's just not.
I just didn't really think it was very fair for you to tell me that I can't do that. I don't think that you actually can tell me that I can't do it. It's not on the lease, and I'm not defacing the property.
Okay. So this is going to become a real problem for us. Then you don't want to live there, and you don't want to abide by. And
I never said I don't want to live here. I do like living here.
We did not, Carol. We never discussed this at all. We don't normally have somebody sign a lease and say you can't draw but this is a new one. So I guess I could call my attorney and ask him.
Threatening with the attorney again.
Yeah, I'm really disappointed in you. I've been over backwards to do things to make.
My only thing to say this would be like, what if a child did it? What if I had a kid? Are you telling me my kid cannot draw on the fucking sidewalk because you think it's disrespectful to you? And if it's okay for a kid to do it, and it's probably okay for an adult to do it, right? Like, she's not sealing it. She's not making it some permanent somehow. She's not degrading anything or taking anything away. This is just crazy.
Things better. I've put new doors up there to make everybody feel safe. And you see, I'm just really disappointed.
I put new doors there so you'll feel safe because the doors were probably shitty and it was dangerous. And I just thought that you wouldn't betray me with the chalk.
You said that to me the other day, too.
I'm disappointed. I'm just disappointed. Nobody does this to somebody else's property. It's art to you, but it's not art to me. It's not something that you go out and do in front of my property. And it might be the city, but I pay the taxes too. I own it, so
and I pay rent here.
Oh, okay. That was never agreed upon. That was never part of it. And so I really don't know. I think your lease is up in August or September, and I probably should talk to an attorney.
Okay.
Because I'm not liking this at all.
All right.
I don't understand you, Steve. I don't know why you want to do this to us.
I'm not trying to start any problems. I'm just drawing. I'm just drawing. It's summer.
So why don't you go somewhere?
Because I live here. I live here.
Hey, Willie, that's right. But anyway, I'm sorry this has happened.
Yeah, please don't yell at me.
Oh, no. I wouldn't want to yell at you because you just, I think you're someone that's had your way most of the time. And I'm really sorry that I have tried to, make everything good for you. And
I'm really sorry that I've tried so hard to make everything good for you. This is crazy.
So
why are people like this?
I loved everything that you've done for me. I've been very appreciative. And I
don't know. I don't know. I'm just saying, I don't think it's right for you to do that to a sidewalk that's out in front of our apartment or what. I don't think it's right. I just don't know why you can't figure out some other way to express your art to whatever. I don't know. It's not something I've ever had to face before, so I'll have to either deal with it till your lease is up. If we have a lease, I'm sure we probably do. I'll look for it. And if
I think California is a two-party consent state, though. She's got to be in a single-party consent state, or she's dumb. One of the two.
I'm sure there's nothing in there about you drawing.
Oh, I forgot my camera was off. Sorry.
Start drawing everywhere. That I will go to an attorney.
So she says, of course it's not in the lease that you can't be drawing. Why don't you just go draw everywhere over everything? But I will be talking to an attorney.
Because I'm very unhappy about all of this.
And again, her husband pulled up and said, oh, I just saw you out here drawing. That's awesome. And she said, it's not finished. Come back tomorrow and you can see it finished. It looks a lot better once I, fill it in and use a paintbrush with a chalk or whatever. It looks a lot better then. You can come back and see it. And he's like, okay, I will. But he made the mistake of bringing his dumb cunt wife. I've been there. I've done it with Mariah. She just totally kills the vibe when I'm trying to hit on the sidewalk chalk artist.
That you have a little respect for any of our fans. So have a good day, Kara.
You too. Bye.
Wow.
My wife told me my chalk art was
that shit is crazy. I wonder what this one was. Chalk writes, it says, I made calls to the city and was told I can draw on the sidewalk outside my apartment. I'm waiting for a few others working for the city to contact me to verify if my landlord can actually tell me not to chalk in the driveway. If it isn't on the lease, I'll keep you updated.
Hey everyone, thank you so much for your support on the whole landlord chalk situation. I really, really appreciate it.
This is the only thing that's really made her go viral, and she had good art before then. It just wasn't super discovered, right? She's an artist. That's what she does. And when it's nice outside, she does chalk. I don't know. I don't get it. Like, some of these are really good too. We'll skip ahead some, but yeah, these are really good. I like the ones who do the 3D effect where it looks like you're falling through the sidewalk or whatever. Those are good. Look. That looks good. It's just chalk. And then she, of course, wets it down and makes, it's good. Why is this? I don't know how this could possibly hurt anybody in any way, shape, or form. Like, I don't know. So he just does Gary this now. See, it don't look great when it's just chalk, but when she goes back and wets it down and really colors it up, and it looks amazing. I always wondered how they got the really, really deep, dark colors out of chalk, because you know usually chalk is a super light color, even if you're drawing on like white cement. It's super light. Oh, I meant to stop it on the end. That looks pretty good. Yeah. Okay. Well, there's that one. Let's see what else we got, and then we got a couple more, and then I'll hit the Derek thing before I finish. It's already 1 a.m. See what this one is. Oh, that was the Chicken Wars. This is just a woman who did it, but she's got emus.
You better watch out there, pal. Me and my posse are on our way to kick some ass and take some names here.
This thing's always trying to attack her.
Bitch.
Always.
Actually,
I want to show you some of her content.
do you want a carpool? I feel like that's probably more energy efficient.
Check out this. Her channel's called Useless Farms. Check out this. There's a few of them.
This is likely going to come as a huge shock to people, but I have actually...
It tries to sneak up on her and attack her constantly.
Seen Star Trek.
Look at it. She has to grab it by the throat.
I hear it's good, though. You are so grumpy today.
That's what I imagine Kathy H comes pounding in, like looking like.
Awfully fancy for somebody who can't tell me what color an orange is.
With the mullet. She gave her alpaca a mullet. That's very cool.
I know this is the middle of the workday. This is not ideal timing, but Gary from IT needs to run some tests on your phone. He thinks it might have a bug in it. Karen has given me a lot of things. A concussion, many bruises, and most of all, an overinflated
Karen is the emu
of security when dealing with crazy animals. Do I think I could tangle with a crocodile? Yeah, I think I could. And I think I'd be just fine. Do I think I could take on an angry badger? Yeah, I do. Do I think that I could take on a cougar? Yeah. My cute kitty skills are pretty good, so...
Not only is it trying to get its head up and hit her with it, but then it'll try to kick while it tries to get back away.
I think I have too much confidence. It's given me too much.
The Useless Farm. That's a very funny name, too.
I need something to bring me back down. That was a bad one. You're so rude. She got me twice.
Picture.
Why she got me like that, Stan? Karen has given...
Stan is the one. Stan, she can hold on and pat and all kinds of shit.
I will answer this with as much detail as I can, while also kind of... I don't want to get too graphic about it, so let's get started. I don't want to generalize because every farm is different, but I will tell you what my experience is. You do need to consider a lot of different things when we're talking about this question. And literally every single facet is that it doesn't benefit any farm ever.
God, it hates her.
Anyways, really great question. Thank you so much. Keep asking questions. And yeah, I hope that cleared things up. Don't.
Sweet girl.
Oh, Jesus. I will.
The word of the day is collusion.
Enough. Oh my God.
They're both attacking her at the same time. That's funny.
So rude.
A silky and an emu. The Great Chicken Wars. There was one video that was just like her constantly being attacked. It was funny. Oh, shit. That looked wild coming at her. Ah. Its body doesn't go where its head goes. That's confusing. That's the other one, by the way. That's Stanley. He just dances a lot. He doesn't really attack. I wanted to see the one where it was just constantly fucking attacking her at one point. Raisin shouldn't be something. Can't play that. Oh shit, it's some of the wounds, I guess. Jeez, it ripped her shirt even. Damn, that motherfucker's beating the hell out of her, ain't it? Yeah, I wish I could find that video. The first video I ever saw of hers, it just like trying to attack her like 50 times while she was trying to talk to it and just walking around. It was crazy. Anyways, that's a cool video. That's part of the Chicken Wars. Emus are now eligible for Chicken Wars. Oh, this is a crazy video right here, dude.
Yeah, Officer Olson.
All right, so this is the first person who's being pulled over. It is a purplish, bluish, like CRV style, maybe even a Toyota something, but it's a small SUV, right? Here we go. Conducting a traffic stop. And an unrelated vehicle pulls up.
Hey, I stopped you because you're doing 49 through here. Speed limit's 35.
Oh, really? I was doing that fast?
Got your driver's license on you.
While shrooming. Oh, no.
Ooh. Oh. That is a very tired drive.
Jay-Bird, I didn't even hear the thing go off. I'm sorry. There was another set of six-packs there, but I didn't even hear the alert. Let me see if I can find it. Jay-Bird brought you 5 six-packs with all you have already done at your age. You should be proud of that, too, and your beautiful family. I know you want to make an impact. When this many people agree with what you say and laugh at your humor means a lot. Yeah, but I understand. I understand. Like, there's a lot of people follow me, but yeah, I wouldn't be here if I didn't want 10 times the following or 100 times the following. I would love to be like a name that, you know, like maybe you bring it up and out of 100 people, somebody fucking recognize, oh, the guy on YouTube or the guy on Twitch or whatever. If I could get just like a 10th of the exposure of somebody like Destiny or Vosh or some of those streamers, that'd be amazing. I don't need to be rich or wealthy or anything like that, but I would like to have a decent sized audience. It makes it reasserts that the message you're putting out there resonates with people and they want to support you as well, or you're funny or whatever.
Child.
Yeah, she just passed out.
Thank you for the donation. So he's making a joke about the kid, says that's a sleepy little girl, and he says she just passed
This
out.
vehicle registered
from
to you?
grandma's house.
Yes.
Do you have the registration in the vehicle?
Is that it?
That's the insurance.
Yeah, I was those two confused.
I gotta get
registration's on the
Shit,
top
my
right there.
tag's
It's the
expired
thing that
today.
you pull the little sticker off of. Yeah. All right, here's the deal. As long as your license checks out, I'll cut you out of here with a warning, get you on your way, okay?
Thanks.
A warning, get you on your way. Nothing spectacular is going in.
Sorry, we're not even having a real fight. He's just a fucking douchebag.
I'm sorry, we're not even having a real fight. He's just a fucking douchebag.
I never did anything. And if I did not,
All right, bitch. I got a 94 unit.
to be an authority on something would be nice. Yeah, that'd be cool. Like the guy that everybody goes to about this topic or that topic, the leading researcher or authority figure on it. That'd be cool.
Just wait right there.
The problem is, I think I've done a good job with grifters. But it's just, so he's calling him back up. I think I've done a good job with these grifters, but I also think it's too niche. I think I need to get back into the realm of politics and debate and cover grifters at time too, and then just politics in general and contentious topics. I would like for more of you guys to call in and have the Discord open at times, and we can, if you don't agree with me or whatever, we can go back and forth, or maybe you do agree with me and say, oh yeah, something I wanted to say was this, and this. I don't want to co-host anymore. I've tried that. I can't make it work. It's probably me. But I do like when people call in and say, well, here's my 2 cents. And as long as the conversation is moving, I don't care if we talk for 2 hours or 2 minutes. But then once it falls off, I'll be like, all right, cut you loose, get somebody else up in here.
I got a rolling 22 that just rolled up on me.
Step it up. So they're still screaming and cussing in the background. Now, this has nothing to do with the woman who got pulled over for speeding or whatever and is getting a warning. This is a completely different vehicle that's pulled up. And wait till you see this crazy bitch.
Okay, no, stop. You're being held here now.
Now they're trying to leave.
You are now being detained. Do you understand that? I have units on the way here, code 1, okay? So we're going to figure this out.
Lots of sirens.
You are not free to go.
Don't tell me to run.
Stop it. Get out of the car. Get out of the car.
I haven't done anything wrong.
Get out of the car.
Just stop, please.
Get out of the car. Not a request.
Please, keep everything detained.
Get out of the car.
I haven't done anything, sir. What are you being detained for?
Hey, stop.
What am I
am investigating. Do not make me
investigating what?
Baby.
Investigating what? I want proof. Do you have proof?
Get out of the car.
Are you investigating them or me?
I am trying to do my job. Get out of the car. Stand there.
Relax.
No, I don't.
Stop it.
They my life up. And they
Stop it.
Impress me.
Can you step it up, please?
They're always taking me to jail
Stop
for
it.
no reason.
Don't go to jail, baby, please. Let's just go.
Yeah, I don't want to
Stop it.
this.
I will put you in handcuffs.
I didn't do anything, sir.
You are not listening to what I'm telling you to do.
That's not illegal, sir. That's
Yes,
not
it is.
illegal.
I am
Right
investigating.
Here. You want me to what? What? What do you want me to do?
Stop it. We're not playing this game.
Investigating what? The fact that the town
Stop.
bullies me?
You rolled up on me and told me that you were in an altercation. Okay?
He did.
Stop it.
I'm being bullied, harassed, and followed. It's a difference.
So she's being bullied, harassed, and followed. Clearly, she is one of those targeted individuals we talk so much about.
Not that serious. Calm down.
It is that serious.
Baby.
I decide what's serious.
I'm done with him
Stop it.
Here.
Baby, please.
What the f*** did I just do to you?
Hey, man. Come on, man.
What the f***?
Stop. Do not pull away from me.
Stop.
So basically what happened is they were in a fight, and she claimed that the police were following her and chased her and blah, blah, and that all his friends at work were fucking making fun of, like, she's a crazy manic person. Fucking, she's mania. She's schizophrenic, probably. She's crazy. And so he says, right there's the cops. We'll pull up there and you can ask them. What she did.
I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you. I hate you.
Hold on just a second. Let me finish reporting some of this spam I was cleaning out of my thing. And then you guys want to see some resolution for it? We can go on to... Oh, that was weird. We can go on to see some more of it if you guys want to see more of this interaction here. I get a bunch of stupid spam about buying bots and shit for YouTube, so I always have to clear out my spam folder. We'll still cover Derek. Just give me a second to go through a couple of these. There's part 1, part 2.
What the f*** did I just
More
do to
cops
you?
around.
Okay, 297.
What the f***?
Please.
Hey, get out of the car. Get out of the car.
Yeah, maybe so.
Baby, please. Hey, man. Don't fucking grab me like that, dude.
Put your hands behind your back.
Hey, man.
Put your hands behind your back.
I'm not even going anywhere, dude. Dude, nothing even happened. Bro, nothing happened, man.
So they're going to pull him out of the car just because everything is going on. The screaming, the yelling. Cops don't like when you're that agitated And even if there's other people around, they don't know if there's a gun in the car or whatever. Just put everybody in handcuffs till we figure out what's going on. At least that way you know you're not going to get shot.
Dude, sit down the curb. Do not move. Do you understand me? Sit down. Hey, sit down. I am, man. Do not move. Hey.
Eric, listen to him, please.
They had to put her on the ground already.
Eric, this is your fault.
I got it. Hey, they're right on the back.
Can you just chill for a minute?
No, it's over. It's done.
This is why you don't pull up and start screaming at the cop doing traffic stop. At first, I thought I was just kind of half-ass paying attention to this. I thought she had pulled up and like started asking the person about. A cop arrested me one time because he ran into Walmart and he had this guy in the back of his car that was that he had arrested for like drunk and disorderly. It was this old man, and he was talking to me through the windows were cracked, and I thought it was funny. And he's like, "You're not allowed to talk to my prisoner." And I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about, dude? Like, I'm out in public. Somebody fucking talk to me. Not like I hopped up in your car." And he's like, "Say one more word to him. Say one more word to him." It was a whole ordeal at the Walmart.
Let's get her up. Stand up. Let's go.
I love you. I hate you. I didn't do anything. Eric, I love you, Eric.
Real quick, I gotta get
Just judging by her pink hair, I'd say she makes a lot of good life decisions.
these people out of here. Okay.
Hey,
what do you want to do with them? What do you,
Mustang
Ian, what do you need?
salad.
I got you. I got to get these people out of here. Okay. What do you want to do with them? What do you Come here.
I didn't do anything, officer. I didn't do anything.
You're gonna calm down now. Come this way.
Can you push my glasses up?
What's going on?
Thank you. F those guys.
Here.
Fuck those guys.
Oh, hold on. Go that way. There's a phone right here. There we go. Just take a seat there. You alright?
See? Just
hey, calm down. Just calm down.
say the community?
Hey, just take a seat. Just take a
He
seat.
doesn't stick up for me. I said I can't take it anymore. I'm gonna snap. I have no illness. You call me outside my name one more time, I'm gonna fucking snap and go up the road.
Hey, put your feet
and
in.
they don't want to hear it.
If the community calls my name one more time, I'm going to snap and drive off the road. That sounds
And then
perfect.
he pulls over to the cop. I'm like,
Pull your foot in. Just pull your foot in,
what
please.
I'm telling
Watch out.
you about your slander and harassment.
Watch out. Watch out.
Hey, are you okay?
Yeah, no, I'm good.
All right. Yeah, she's drunk. Yeah, she reeks.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
So I roll up, and she tells me that she's in a 22 that might get physical with the guy in the car.
I've dealt with him before.
So I tell her to get out of the car, and she's like, no. And she's
Wait a second, is he the guy from California?
I don't.
California DL, they stay right around the corner here.
I don't. She works at 7-Eleven.
Well, she used to.
She got fired, didn't she? Or
Yeah. So my story from them is that guy. He was helping her out at the time to let her stay. I think they live in Cape.
Yeah, I do remember.
So
I bet
that he's been trying to get her out of her.
My boy Danny Masterson, Hyde, while we're on cops talking here, Hyde from that 70s show, convicted. Was it yesterday, I guess, or technically today? I don't remember. I don't remember if it came out on the 1st or the 31st, but he was convicted, facing 30 years behind bars. Seedless grapes.
Place.
Okay, I do.
But she has nowhere to go. But she has issues with.
I assume it was seedless. He might not have used protection, and it could have just been grapes. But I assume it was seedless.
Garage, all that stuff. Like I said, I don't know his history. We've never had an issue with him.
Hey, the guy, I'm not charging him. She kind of resisted, but I'm not charging him.
Yeah. So with her, they've had domestics and walked over.
Well, he hopped out. I told him to get out, and as soon as that's all, he about tried to turn, and I immediately just said, "We ain't playing that." So, okay.
Probably he saw all of it.
What the f did I just do to you?
K297.
Yes, I was asking if she was usually.
So they know them. They engage with them all the time. They talk about how crazy she is, basically. And that every once in a while she comes off her medication, has one of these episodes here. And here we are.
History is something to go out, but she's not taking her meds and stuff like that. So.
Okay. Hey, Javi, unlock.
It doesn't matter how hard fire got. I just got a job with titties.
Stop. Hey, are you hurt?
No, sir.
You're not hurt?
You didn't hurt me, no.
I didn't take it. You're not hurt?
No.
Are you okay? Okay, all right.
So what was happening? Because she rolls up and tells me that you guys are basically in a fight, and she keeps turning on you like she's going to hit you.
Can I show you my phone?
They basically convicted on 2 forcible grape, but the third one that they've been deadlocked on twice now is longtime girlfriend forcible grape, which is a lot harder to prove, right? I mean, like if you're in a relationship with a guy for years, and then you're gonna be like, oh well, one time it was forcible way back, but we stayed together, we had a happy life, we lived together. That's kind of hard to prove, you know what I mean? Not to say that it doesn't happen, I'm sure it does, but kind of hard to prove.
No, here, step on that.
Listen.
And I guess the only reason why you're in handcuffs right now is just because we had a lot.
No,
this guy's
I
cool
get it,
as shit,
I get it, man. And I'm sorry I even did that, but she's screaming and shit, and I was like, well, there's the cops. I'll pull up right now. And she thinks people are following her. She thinks people at my job are making fun of her, and I didn't have her back, and I didn't have her side on it. And I'm like, first of all, I'm getting my ass kicked in the fucking restaurant. Like, she was supposed to work, I thought, till 10. She came up at like 6:30 to get the keys from me. And then I guess when that happened, people where I work were like making fun of me. I hardly think of it.
Making fun of her where he works at a restaurant.
Where is she working at now? Because she used to work at 7-Eleven.
Yes, she's at Denny's now, and she got in an altercation with some employees tonight. She came up to my job. Oh yeah, hey, sorry. She came up to my job at like 6:30. I thought she'd be working till 10, and then she came up there to get the car key, and the whole time like she was blowing my phone up, like, you know, because I work with females in a restaurant, and they were eyeballing her and giving her shit, and I was like, that food run of the hostess, I was like, that's like a 15-year-old girl from high school. Yeah.
A 15-year-old girl was giving her eyes, and she's like, I will beat that bitch's ass.
Beat that bitch's ass if she looks at me again. And it's like
a 15-year-old. What are you, Tizzy Ent?
What are you doing?
I don't know if she asked you. Is she on her medication?
She is, but I know it was New Year's, so I don't know if she's...
Is Brecky breakfast? Yeah, they do have a Grand Slam breakfast. Denny's has really good breakfast. A lot of people talk shit about Waffle House. Waffle House has some very interesting people in it, but damn, they got good food.
Drinking last night and suspecting it, and okay. I was like, well, and I saw you sitting here, and I'm sorry.
That's right,
like
no,
that.
It's fine because it kept it from escalating, yeah. But she kept looking like she was going to hit you. That's why I got you out of the car.
Like, hey, chill out, and let this guy know that people are being rude to her, and she thinks people are following her. I was like, then tell the police. Yeah. And then you saw kind of what happened.
So she said people are following her, so he said, there's the police right there. I'll pull up. You could tell them.
So, yeah. I mean, literally, we were...
He called her bluff.
Home. Like, I was literally just driving home from work. So
she's still staying with you?
Yeah, and it's...
Denny's may overall have better food, but I don't think you could get that authentic shame flavor that you get at a Waffle House. You just can't replace some things. Like Denny's, there's some people who are working for their GEDs. A Waffle House are people that were thrown out of high school for stabbing another student. And it's like, fuck a GED.
It's this thing, like, you know, I was almost evicted, and we're trying to get her to get out. So I don't know if, like, this month, whatever's going on with the courts, you know, I think the paperwork was put through by my landlord, so I'm just waiting for that. So I don't know.
Yeah, if you're not sure whether you're ordering or being robbed when you walk into the place, I don't think you deserve breakfast, to be honest with you. What are you, fucking going to go to Shoney's with the old people and stand in line and shuffle left to right? The fuck out of here. There has to be that tension of I could die at any moment.
And I'm still trying to be by her side and help her out, but like, I got you. She, I think, knows it's coming and now has been on some kind of kick, you know? And so, I don't know. I just pulled up and she's screaming at me, and I was like, you know what? Here you go. You know,
unfortunately, she's going to jail tonight.
When Atsuko was here, I took her to a little mom and pop place called Texas Roadhouse. Little mom and pop place just here local, and little one-off dive area of town, Texas Roadhouse. And it's the first time she'd ever been there. I don't know why they put it in Tennessee. Seems like a weird place for it, but potato, I suppose. Let's see if we can find this set of tweets. So we end up with this tweet from Derek Johnson. And what does it say? It says, all optics, right? In front of everyone, Biden in Colorado coming from the ass end. And he shares this picture. And it says, Obama gets common folk treatment in China, forced to exit from ass of Air Force One. Heated arguments began before President Barack Obama even landed in China for the G20 summit on Saturday, and things just got worse when he did. Two Chinese officials nearby got into a fist fight with each other, and then others really screwed up his usual exit from Air Force One. President Barack Obama forced to emerge from Air Force One's ass in China in sharp whatever. So there's two reasons that this might happen. One is because something went horribly wrong, or two, because the airport doesn't have the gigantic set of fucking stairs that it takes to get you off the front of Air Force One. You know what I'm saying? Like the stairs that are already set up, and smaller airports won't. So the back has stairs already built in. They just fold out and you're ready to go. I don't think it's anything crazy. I think people make a big deal out of it, and it's probably nothing. But that's not what we're looking for. If we scroll down a little bit, we get, so who's up for a game of Kerplunk, Laugh Out Loud? I think that's where he most enjoys to be. Fitting for Pride Month and Gay Bama, I guess. Hopefully all this would come to an end soon. Tee-hee, yeah, on the not true president's plane. Some more crazy people. Anyone notice there are no dollars of any denomination over the year 2017? Just saying. Leslie, about you 5 6-packs. Thanks for keeping a smile on this granny's face. Enjoy your humor. Thank you very much, Leslie. I appreciate it. No dollars of any denomination over the year 2017. Just saying, bankrupt corp can't print any more money. There are new coins, but no new bills. Fed under the Treasury. Not true. None of that's true. There's 2021, 2022, 2023 bills already out. There's no ass end of the plane on Air Force One. Yeah, it's not a rear ramp. It's a ramp towards the rear, I guess. It's not technically an ass end. One corrupt leader follows another. Here's the one we're looking for. You used to lie about how you were going to be an Apache pilot while you didn't even finish your first contract as an enlisted air defense specialist. You are a liar, Derek. The guy named Evan. Somebody says, do you know Derek Johnson? Then we get this reply that says, we went to basic training together at Fort Sill, Oklahoma in 2013. Delta B Troop, or B Company, I guess. He was a 14 series MOS. And I said, oh man, we got to talk. I'm an Army vet too, 19 Delta, and I've been piecing his BS together. You could probably fill in some blanks. He responds, he did nothing but tell stories about how he graduated college and was only enlisted now as a specialist because he was waiting to become a helo pilot. He talked a lot about how he was a country music famous and made it out like he knew Jana Kramer and slept her way to being famous. So someone says, go on. It says, our class of basic training, there was a young dude. Let's call him Schmerid instead of Jared. Schmerid. Let's call him Jared. Everyone was insecure about showering together until Jared ended up showing a comical size piece in the showers, and everyone was cool. So apparently he had a little dick. And then everybody was cool. And it says, a female, we were the first integrated class at Fort Sill found out. So a female found out he had a tiny little dick, or maybe a giant sized dick. Hell, I don't know. And it says, on the bus being transported to combat lifesaver class one day, an unattractive female grabbed Jared by his piece. Criminal Investigation Division came that day and hauled her away. Derek was there to witness it all. So somehow Derek was involved in this dude getting his dick grabbed by an unattractive female in basic training, which is very weird. And I said, wow, he's repeatedly said he was being elevated through the ranks to fast track general because his entry test scores and military aptitude were so high. That's how it works, right? Then I put another reply that's not on there. So he's been best case confused, worst case lying for a while now. Here's the other one. And I said, he also claims why he was refusing to train for apparently a knee injury that was cleared by medical already. He was beaten by Obama soldiers and tortured until he was med boarded. And that's where we're at right now. So we'll see how this works out. Hopefully Oh snap. Way down he goes. Oh shit. Stolen Valor, please look into him. This is somebody else's comment. Stolen Valor, please look into him over this post about Phil on Memorial Day. A clip from his live stream. And what does he claim?
Well, let me go back.
So this one's getting a little bit of traction.
Put this over here, so in case I go staticky again, I can see your comments over there to the side. There we go. Perfect.
That's that Schlopes guy commented on it.
Okay. Subs only. Sorry about that, locals. I'm like a rookie.
That D Schlopes or whatever has shared a bunch of my shit.
Not really a live streamer anyway. I'm just a military intelligence agent.
On Memorial Day, the holiday where we are to be thankful. See if he could do it next. That makes sense. Who never came home, who the check they signed with their life on the line. So, anyways, we're hoping to get back in touch with Eric and see what he knows about Derek. I want to see if he was complaining about his knee injury there. I want to see if they ever heard that, Derek wasn't going to graduate and that his brother had to call in a favor to get him to graduate basic. I want to see a bunch of things, or I want to ask this guy a bunch of things, and we'll see what happens. So don't go over there and flood him with messages. I'll talk to him if he talks to anybody. But what I don't want to do is 30 people or 100 people sending messages. He's like, what the fuck's going on? I'm not answering any of these. But he is out there. He is on Derek's post. So hopefully we can get a chance to talk to him. We'll see. Either way, guys, thank you for joining us. Hope you enjoyed it's kind of laid back content. I'm finally getting to feel a little bit better. I'm still not 100%. But I figured this would be a good taste, a good trial to see if my ears are going to pop or hurt or whatever, or if I get drowsy, man. I know I've been doing shows the last couple of days, but I felt like absolute fucking dog shit. Today's the first day I felt a little bit better. So I hope it comes across in the content. I hope you enjoy it more. Support the show while we're offline. If it wasn't for you guys, there's no way we could do it this often or put out this much content. So if you can, I know times are tough for a lot of people, but if you can, go to coldbeer.fun, support the show. Patreon content coming up. I'm planning on being more in the chat rooms in case people want to call in and share their opinion on something. And thank you guys for joining us. I appreciate it. Thanks for being there. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, and we'll see everybody on the next one. Does that sound all right? Thank you guys. Have a good night. What you think about when you hopefully that guy, I can't keep everybody from emailing him or messaging him if you wanted to, but I'm afraid it's going to scare him away. Hopefully he answers somebody. If it's not me, he can answer somebody else, but I just hope he answers. Thank you guys for the donations and support. I really do appreciate it coming earlier.
Never let the truth fade away. This is bigger than ourselves. We won't.
Which is the most strict on moderation out of all the platforms? Rumble is the most wide open. Yeah, and congratulations to Tablet. Oh, we're going to. I'm going to share. I've been trying to figure out when would be best to do this. I think she's on vacation right now, but I want to share Pebble's GoFundMe. She's working. Me and Buck have been talking about how to do it and when, and I think she's out of town for a while. I said vacation. I just think she's out of town, but maybe I don't know. I want to share her Give, Sing, Go or GoFundMe or whatever it is, but we'll just have to see. When she comes back. We can do it while she's gone, too. I just want to make sure I have her permission. Oh, by the way, my ATM card, 10 gift cards, Mariah's license, all the cards she lost. Let me do this. Lost or were stolen the other day and she couldn't find them anywhere. Guess where they were at? Lost. Lost. I like the kinkiness at Suko, but no. Not her car, not under her seat, not at work. Nope. Where's the place you would keep that stuff? In her purse. Every one of them. Every fucking card was in her purse. See you guys. Have a good night. Now you know. Listen, the next time I snap off at Mariah and I'm thinking, God, I don't want to kill her, but if I could just choke her until her eyeballs just bulged out a little bit. Just remember, we've been looking for 6 weeks for my ATM card. I had to cancel the 3 cards of mine. She lost all the kids' gift cards that they had from like birthdays and Christmases and stuff saved up, and her driver's license. And now we're sitting on like 5 of her checks that we couldn't even cash, and they were in her purse. See you guys. Have a good night.